dysfunction, things like confusion or agitation.
Dr. Albinson says for possible heat stroke symptoms, call 911 right away. For possible heat exhaustion concerns, talk to your doctor or go to a convenient care clinic or seek virtual care. Fred Bottomer, KMOX News.
A sharp drop in American hiring last month.
American employers added just 57,000 jobs in June, fewer than half the previous month's total. The unemployment rate ticked down to 4.2%, mostly because people already out of work gave up looking. The sluggish jobs gain is a sign employers are still wary about the economy's health. It's growing modestly, but inflation's at 4.2%, a three-year high. New Federal Reserve Chair Kevin Warsh said yesterday the goal remains lowering it to the Fed's 2% target.
The tactics, the strategy, and the rest, that's still to come.
Warsh has resisted signaling the next steps in the weeks after taking over for Jerome Powell, like whether the central bank may defy President Trump by boosting interest rates to fight inflation. Sagar Meghani at the White House.
The Dow from Stifel's up 173 points to 52,478. We've got emergency vehicles on 70 going east at Salisbury. The left two lanes are closed. Also, that area, there is a crash reported. Also, stalled vehicle 6440 going east at 14th Street. That's in the right lane, right shoulder.
We are definitely in an instant replay weather pattern with the dome of summer right over the eastern two-thirds of the nation. Sunny, hot, and humid as we go through our Thursday afternoon. 98 for the high. The record is 101 from 1933. Tonight, mostly clear skies and steamy. We will very slowly drop out of the 90s this evening at 78 for the low. Friday, sunny, hot, and humid. But we're going to add the chance of a pop thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. That's been in the forecast all week long. 95 degrees. I don't see any reason to change that idea Saturday and Sunday. Sunny, hot, and humid with one or two pop thunderstorms here and there. And over the holiday weekend, each day 95 degrees. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by U.S. Air Force Band of Mid-America, 4th of July concert series. Right now, sunshine, 93. Feels like 96 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Freedom 250. Join the U.S. Air Force Band of Mid-America July 1st through July 7th across St. Louis as we celebrate America's 250-year legacy with free concerts. No tickets required. Details at afbandtix.org. That's afbandtix.org.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Thursday to everybody.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
And Friday.
Not quite.
Not quite. I know, but mostly tomorrow.
It's like Andrew's Friday. It's a lot
it's
of
like
people's
pseudo Friday.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's such a short show.
You may not take a 1 hour show seriously, Mr. Wheeler, but I do.
I take it seriously. It's just, 1/5 of my normal day.
I'm not even going to show prep for tomorrow.
I'm going to show prep for 15 straight hours.
Yeah.
Just to show how seriously I'm taking tomorrow.
So, for the first time in my life, I actually got a second opinion on a medical issue.
What?
Yes. Yesterday, I've been telling you guys I've been having this little thing going on with my lungs and kind of catching my breath, and sort of like at the end of bronchial infection. And the first opinion I got was from Andrew. And Andrew.
Dr. Andrew.
Immediately told me what it was. He gave me the name of the lung condition and then said, don't be afraid, but the only person I've ever known who had this passed away. And then he said, or you could be developing asthma.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm 61. I'm not stupid, but I took it seriously. And then I thought I should probably talk to another doctor. So I reached out to Dr. Matt Knoyer, ENT, and told him all my symptoms. And he goes, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, "I got the same thing right now." He's like, "It's just some sort of a little bronchial thing. I'm gonna prescribe you some steroids. That should knock it out by next week. And if not, I'll get you like an inhaler and you'll be fine." And I was like, "So you don't think it's interstitial?" And he's like, "I don't even know what you're talking about. Just you're fine."
I really feel bad to hear that Dr. Knoyer is developing asthma. That's a big bummer.
Dave, do you feel like if you got an inhaler, you would use it compulsively?
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh my God, I would empty that thing in 15 minutes.
It'd be an expensive.
No kidding. Jeez.
They would have a nebulizer going the entire show.
Oh, yeah.
Just with a mask on with a at all times in the background. I hated that thing when I was growing up.
You had one?
Oh, yeah. I have asthma. It's pretty bad when I was a kid.
How did I not know you had asthma?
I don't know. I don't whine about it.
Ouch.
Wow. He's like, I'm not a huge baby like some people who are developing.
Some people who are developing asthma just make it like their whole thing.
Make it everyone's problem.
Ask multiple doctors.
No, I actually forget until like I'm out on a walk with you guys and we're walking really fast and I'm like wheezing for breath and I'm like, "Why is this?" I'm like, "Oh right, asthmatic." That's how little I'm out running around and doing things.
How little you actually task your asthma.
Yeah, how little I push it is that I forget that I have it entirely.
I've always thought I've never had to have a stress test, like for your heart. And I know they're a good thing because doctors do them, but it's never made sense. Like, hey, this guy, I think he's having heart attacks. Okay, put him on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Make him walk until he's really uncomfortable.
Not interested. They don't have to test me. They can just look at me and go like, "Yup, he's got it."
He's got it. I can tell from 10 feet away he's having a heart attack.
He was clutching his chest, climbing onto the treadmill. I think we don't have to test him.
Never know where to start. Bad at starting.
Go. Did that help?
Nope. Damn. Didn't help at all.
1, 2, 3 topic. What's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Who's got a starter pistol they can fire off?
I got a.
I can give you a too much information story.
Hit me.
TMI, let's go.
I ran it by Rach to make sure I could tell it.
I don't care.
Yeah, what does she
are you
care?
HR now?
It's not too much of my information.
Yeah. No, if I get fired, she takes over the show, so... And it's a little risky since our boss Steve Moore is listening right now because he's driving for his holiday. So it could be your show, hell, by the time Ricky Horton's on to 1:30.
There you go.
But I'm taking this.
You should do that impression. It absolutely should.
Taking this medication that kind of backs you up a little bit. So last night I was trying to, relieve myself, number 2, and struggling a little bit. And out of nowhere, for no discernible reason, I've never, ever uttered these words before, I sort of yelled out, "Oh, Princess Leia!" And then I started laughing in the bathroom by myself, at myself.
And did it fix the problem?
Didn't help at all.
Oh, shoot. I was hoping there was going to be like a happy ending to that story. You'd be like, and after that, miraculously.
No, I would be
things
saying
just
it. Trust me, I'd be walking around with a nebulizer saying Princess Leia all the time.
Well, I guess it was just an excited utterance.
So,
I'm a bit of a yeller.
So
like
you had a 40-year-old virgin moment there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Except you chose Princess Leia, which, by the way, great choice.
No, I must be a genius because all those things they say, like if you curse, if you talk to yourself, like when I'm by myself, I never shut up. I talk more alone than I do when there's someone there.
I can't get past when you were starting the story and you were like, I'm trying to, relieve myself.
Well, Steve's listening.
Poop.
I normally,
I'm just trying to take a dump.
I'm normally to say like I was taking a poop.
Like you took it easy and then you really drilled down. It's like, no, we got it.
Yep.
We knew.
I understand.
You guys getting excited for the 4th?
It's too hot. It's too hot.
I bought some red, white, and blue, like daisy. I guess they're not daisies, but they kind of look like daisies. Some flowers this morning.
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I also bought 2 little American flags.
I thought of you last night, Rach.
What's up?
I screamed out Princess Leia.
Yeah.
No, last week I was talking about how MAGA has just taken over patriotism and the American flag and all that kind of stuff. And now it's become a big story, not because I said it, but just nationally people are saying the same thing. And you, very correctly, said Donald Trump's not going to take my patriotism from me. He's not taking the American flag from me. He's here and then he's gone. We've been around for 250 years. This isn't going to end us. And you're so right.
Yeah, and I think it's everybody feels differently. But to me, I'm not going to pretend I'm not patriotic or pretend I don't like the United States of America. Like, I live here. This is the country I was born in. I am excited for 250 years. Were there tons of things this country did wrong on the path to 250? Absolutely. I'm not going to pretend like we've done everything perfectly. There's a lot bad in our history, but there's also a lot to be proud of. And yeah, I'm not going to unassociate myself with the American flag just because some people think they own it. Like, they don't. It's everybody's.
In addition to the things that you said to celebrate, for someone like me in my position politically, a man on an island, no one gets me. I don't get anyone else. There's no party that exists that I feel comfortable with anymore. But I do appreciate and believe in the process. It's almost like we're just talking. Like, if you analogize America to a human body, sometimes the human body gets the flu.
Mm-hmm.
But the human body has a process to take care of that. Now, some people think that Donald Trump is the greatest thing that's ever happened. To me, he's kind of the flu. But we'll take care of it. The country will process it one way or another. We'll get through it. We'll hopefully, right the plane and get back to where we need to be.
Yeah.
I wish
keep saying yum.
I wish and this again is only the people that do this, nobody else. But the people that are always pounding their chest about freedom, 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 freedom. Well, yeah, that means we all have the freedom to be patriotic the way that we want to. We don't need to have our underwear as the American flag. We don't need to be flying a flag in the back of our car. We can be patriotic in our own way, just like everyone can be religious in their own way. You don't have to do it like everyone else. But yet this group of people wants to thump their chest and point their fingers at people that just don't do it the way that they do. And that, like, you scream freedom all the time, but that's what the freedom is. It's the freedom to be the way that you are. If I'm not the guy that's going to be running around with, American flag clothing, first of all, it's because it's not supposed to be on clothing. But second of all, it doesn't change how any of us feel, how I feel about the country. It doesn't at all. And I think that that's just such a horrible, ignorant way to look at it. That, you must hate America if you don't do that. Well, no, I love it here. I just don't do it the same way you do it. That's it.
Yeah, and like that's totally valid. The only thing is like, you're not, if someone is convinced that you're not a patriot because you're not like wearing a flag on your Cat in the Hat style top hat, like I don't really feel the need to get in an argument about that. Like, to me, it's like, I am very secure in my patriotism and the way I look at the United States and the way I'm going to celebrate the 4th of July. I don't feel a need to like explain. And I think sometimes we make a mistake of like, no, it's for us too. No, you're wrong. It's like, no, just let people be wrong. And like, don't waste your time arguing. Because just live your life.
One thing I've learned in the 10 years we've been doing this is you don't change anyone's mind. Maybe someone who's really close to you in your life who you can have real intimate conversations with. But nothing I say on this show politically, it may make people think. It may make people think Glover's an idiot or, oh, that's a pretty good point. But it's not going to make someone wholesale change what they think. It just isn't. And trying to make someone change their mind and being frustrated because they're not, it just really screws you. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my issue on this is just stop yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care if you think what you think about it. Just stop yelling at everybody. And stop, this is one of the real issues with all of this is I really wish we had more people, and this is just the world of politics. I wish we had more people who were actual leaders on these subjects rather than people who just look to exploit the anger and the emotions of the people they want to vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all that it's constant manipulation by people running for office. And I'm talking high office. I'm not talking about your local mayor. I'm not even talking about state reps necessarily. I'm just talking about like the big national politicians. They're always just trying to play off the fear and anger of the people that will vote for them to get more of them to come out. And I wish they had more honor and more dignity to not exploit fear and anger for their own purposes. But they clearly don't.
This is why I love this show. We started out with me screaming Princess Leia while I was pooping. Now we're having an intelligent conversation about patriotism. Let me tell you guys about my friend Mike at Michael's Bath. I have two friends, Michael friends. Michael's Flooring has been with me 26 years. Now Michael's Bath's been with me going on 3 years. And the very first time I met Mike, I knew he was going to be successful because he's had the luxury of having Bath Fitter and 3-Day Kitchen and Bath basically plow the ground for the last 5-10 years and do lots of television advertising. So now we all know that there are companies out there who do just bathroom remodeling. That's the thing. And then Mike comes along and says, yeah, I do the same thing, but I use all made in the USA products. I'm frankly better at it than they are. I am in control of the whole thing. I have 30 years in construction. I hire my own people. I train my own people. They do it the right way, not just nuts and bolts, but customer service as well, the way we treat you, the customer. And he does it for 30 to 50% less. So people are just ecstatic. I've talked to many DGS fans who have hired him. I was at one of their houses shooting a little video for the website, and they were just effusive with their praise. If you are a disabled veteran, you can get this bathroom remodel for no money out of pocket because of a VA benefit that you have absolutely earned. 636-775-0800 or michaelsbaths.com.
See website for details. MyFastCash.com is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
The mechanic called. The repair's going to be $750.
Oh, we got rent and the car payment. On top of groceries, gas, and other bills. We don't have an extra $750 right now.
We could try MyFastCash.com. When short on expenses, you can go to MyFastCash.com and could get money as soon as the next day.
MyFastCash.com?
Yes, they can connect you to one of the largest lender networks. And you can get a loan even with bad credit. We could be approved for up to $5,000 fast.
$5,000? That must be a long process.
Nope, approval can happen in just a few minutes right from your phone. And funds could hit our account by tomorrow.
If you have a regular source of income and a bank account, you could be approved for up to $5,000, even with bad credit history. And the cash can hit your bank account the next day.
Honey, I'm going to MyFastCash.com right now.
Thank goodness.
If you need extra cash, go to MyFastCash.com. That's MyFastCash.com. MyFastCash.com.
Loan availability, approval, and funding times vary. Terms apply.
Hi, I'm Michelle from Bethesda. You've probably heard me talk with Dave on the air about Bethesda. But did you know we have 7 independent living communities in the St. Louis area? Oakville, North County, Kirkwood, Webster Groves, and Clayton. We offer a variety of apartment sizes and amenities. Our experienced team would love to show you how easy it is to join the Bethesda family. Go to BethesdaHealth.org and click Contact Us near the top of the page. We'll take it from there.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Summer is here. Time to enjoy baseball, barbecues, and the shade of your trees. When it comes to tree care, call the certified arborist at Gamma Tree Experts. Hi, I'm Tim Gamma. Protect your valuable trees from storm damage or devastating insects such as the emerald ash borer. Knowledge and quality are hallmarks of our reputation. For pruning, spraying, fertilization, or removals, call Gamma Tree Experts today at 314-725-6159 or visit us at gammatree.com. Your trees deserve the best care.
A century strong. The voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Happy Thursday. A lot of people out there should be celebrating the last couple of days. They're going to have all 10 of their fingers. That was an evil laugh.
It's going to happen to him.
It's gonna happen.
It's been 10 years since I set off a firework.
Yeah, probably the same.
Long time.
What's your favorite? Your favorite, like, home firework?
I just like the big, sparkly, pretty ones, I guess.
Those are, you mean the ones you hold?
No, not sparklers, but the ones...
Aren't those like 3,000 degrees or something crazy?
What?
Yeah, there's some kind of
sparklers.
insane,
I guess.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful with those.
You hold it from the other end, though.
But
so
you can draw
it
in the
ends up
sky
okay.
with them.
It's pretty close to
It's
little
pretty
kids. 5-year-old hands next to 3,000 degrees. So
Next to a big patch of dried grass.
being supervised by your drunk uncle. There you go.
Do you remember snakes?
Oh, I loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were great. So you honked at someone in the drive-thru?
Yeah, last night, I had been telling you guys all afternoon yesterday, I want McDonald's. I'm going to try to get McDonald's. So I put in my mobile order. I get to the drive-thru. They're pretty busy last night. And the lady in front of me, you know, we're all looking at our phones as we're sitting and waiting in the drive-thru, but she was engrossed in something. And she kept, like, missing the fact that the person in front of her was moving forward significantly. And she did this after placing her order because you kind of still sit there for a while until there's a gap enough for you to move forward. She wasn't moving. Me, being the anxious wreck that I am, I'm like, she's going to mess up the flow of the line.
I'm going to get the wrong order.
Yeah, yes, and or maybe someone else will. And I don't want the McDonald's workers to have to deal with it. I'm trying to police the situation. So I just gave her a friendly little honk.
Yeah.
And she acted like I flipped her off and called her.
What'd she do?
She was like, ugh. Like, moved her head really like, and then pulled forward.
You should have beat her ass.
I probably should have, yeah.
Would have been
Maybe
a
next
power
time.
move.
But then I'm thinking, is it wrong to honk in the drive-thru? Because I was sheepish. It didn't.
No. I have been the one on my phone many times and been honked at. Not many times, but, you know, and of course it's jarring.
Yeah.
And at first you're a little bit like, you know, but you're like, okay, I'm the jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
And I wasn't mad at her. I would just, again, I was being like the hall monitor. I'm like, please go. Please. We don't want to mess it up for the rest of the people waiting for their Happy Meals.
How was the Donald's?
It was good. I got the 2-cheeseburger meal.
Reasonable.
Dave, I've been more reasonable at McDonald's because I have this thing when I get fast food. I'm like, the worst thing that could ever happen is I finish my meal and then I still want more food. So I always over order and then I overeat.
I love that's the worst thing could happen.
What's that?
You said that's the worst thing could happen.
It would be terrible.
I feel the exact same way, and I have the same problem. I over-ordered at Burger King last night because I'm like, what if I'm still hungry?
What if I still want to be eating when I'm done eating?
And then I've wasted both my time and my money. Because I'm wasting money buying dinner, but it doesn't even fill me up. What's the point of buying dinner then?
But no, last night I thought about it all day. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I got the 2-cheeseburger meal with a medium fry and a medium Diet Coke. Did I have a couple of Kurt's fries? Yes.
You might have got a little shortchanged.
Right, yeah. They could have fallen out of my container into his container.
That's true.
Yeah.
You never know how things go when they're inside the fast food
Do you guys
bag.
ever shake out, if you get fast food with somebody, do you ever shake out some of their fries into the bag without them looking so that you can claim them as loose fries? Or is that just me?
Duh.
No, I don't do that.
What am I, a monster?
Well, I'm sorry.
I actually
Probably not
feel
consciously,
guilty
but-
taking the bag fries for myself, but I'm like, this is the finder's fee. I went and I picked it up.
Yeah.
But I'm still like,
It's your commission.
maybe
Yeah.
I should be
You
splitting
get to keep the
this.
strays, yes.
Oh, your holiness, excuse me.
I'm not intentionally
Andrew's
taking
like,
someone
do
else's
you guys
food.
steal
No.
food from your spouse? Wow, look at you, you saints.
Oh, I guess you're just going straight to heaven.
We're really throwing around that S word pretty loose. Steal, it's not stealing.
I'll tell you this. Fat Dave.
I thought you meant saint.
Fat Dave was a big fan of the drive home burger.
Oh.
The secret
I've
burger.
been guilty.
I get you.
And I would hide it from Maureen like she didn't know I was fat.
Tonight I get
She has
to.
no idea.
I'll take it a step farther. Tonight I get to have something that I refer to as husband's delight, which means I'm gonna.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I'm gonna go
Don't
out.
Call it that.
I'm gonna go out. I have something to do after work tonight, and it's gonna go until later in the evening. And then on my way home for dinner, I'm going to stop and get Taco Bell, and I'm gonna eat it by myself in the car while I listen to podcasts or something. And then I go home, and my wife just thinks it took me there was traffic or something, and it took me an extra long time to get home.
Top 5 favorite Andrewisms of all time since you've been on the show is when you snuck out at 10 p.m. and went to Casey's to get a treat and then pretended to be really drunk so that the people at Casey's would be like, he's drunk.
Yeah, I didn't want them to think I was just a fat loser. I wanted them to...
They had a terrible drinking problem.
To be like, oh, he's got the munchies. I see how it is. Yeah, he needs something to take the edge off.
Yeah, and then he's going to get right back in his car and leave. Oh, yeah. That's a great story.
And then, like a psychopath, you just bought a little sleeve of Little Mickey's Donuts, right?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't getting a feast. I just wanted a little snacky snack. A little snacky poo. Nothing crazy.
Tell you guys about Mosby Building Arts. What they've been doing all summer is they've been doing the freebie giveaway stuff, which I think is great. And let me just establish, I think if you're a St. Louisan, you know Mosby. We all know Mosby. It's like Boeing or Anheuser-Busch or something. The gold standard of remodeling. They can do any house in your home. They can grade it outdoor spaces. This month, they're featuring basement refinishing and decks. Now, it doesn't mean that's all they're doing, but if you do a basement remodel, you're going to get all of the flooring for free. That's pretty cool. If you like the flooring you have, you want to work around it, just take 5% off your project. If you're going to do a deck, we're going to give you all the lighting for free. And if you've seen modern decks, there's a lot of lighting to it, and all that is gratis. Again, if you would rather not, take 5% off your deck lighting, your deck project. Go to callmosby.com. You can also call them at 314-909-1800.
Our nation turns 250 years old. I think that's the perfect reason to raise a beer in celebration of this historic occasion. There's no better place to do that than at St. Louis's own Anheuser-Busch Brewery and Beer Garden. In fact, I'd recommend toasting our nation's birthday with a beer that's celebrating its 150th birthday this year. I'm talking, of course, about Budweiser. The brewery will be open on the 4th of July for tours, and you can watch the World Cup. Learn more at BudweiserTours.com.
Dave Murray's weather forecast.
The summer steam bath continues on this Thursday afternoon. Sunny, hot, and humid. Will peak out at 98, short of the record of 101. Mostly clear skies. It is really steamy, especially this evening as we stay in the 90s. 78 for the overnight low. Friday, sunny, hot, and humid. Couple of pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Isolated, but we have to keep an eye on the sky. 95 degrees. And that's the story for Saturday and Sunday. Sunny, hot, and humid. Each day could bring some pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms, but very limited. 95 each day. I think we are the key word, slightly cooler as we get into next week. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty 314-325-6888.
Need to sell your home and you want the most money? The name to remember is Gloria Lou. Yes, Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty at 314-325-6888 and start packing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You feel it every time you check out. Prices up, paychecks stretched, families squeezed. That's why Ann Wagner's fighting to get government off your back and out of your way. Wagner passed the largest tax cut in American history, expanded child tax credits, ended taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. And Wagner is working to lower costs so families keep more of their hard-earned money. But Ann Wagner knows delivering from Missouri means more than just protecting their wallets. It means protecting our streets as well. That's why Wagner fought to secure our border, deport dangerous illegal aliens, partner with law enforcement, and put predators behind bars and off our streets so our neighborhoods and communities stay safe. Because real effective leadership protects what matters most: your money, your family, your safety. Ann Wagner for Congress.
I'm Ann Wagner, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Ann Wagner for Congress.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Our conversation with Ricky Horton is sponsored by Rawlings. Visit the Rawlings Experience at Westport.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Time to check in with our pal, Ricky Horton. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Dave. Good afternoon. How are you?
You too, man. First question. How much do you miss me when you go out of town?
I just, well, the tears flow a lot. I will say that. I get nervous, get the shakes, and, it's kind of just the natural things that being apart does to a person. So it is nice to be home for a lot of reasons, and you're one of them, Dave. How's that?
You're a little quiet, and Rooney's like, "Is it Glover?" And you're like, "Yeah, just I'll be fine."
Should have known. The two of you.
So here's my real Dave question.
Oh my! Yes.
I know that you guys are professionals, and you're elite athletes. But on days like this, the dog days of summer. Before a game when it's going to be 110 degrees on the field, are you guys sort of like, this is going to suck?
Well, so you know what you do at that moment? And I will say that there is a inclination to do that, to think that way. That's, man, there's dog days. August typically is bad. But, when it's hot, we're in hot Atlanta, although today might not be as bad as it's been the last couple of days. But honestly, that's where the perseverance gene comes in, where you just kind of just suck it up and just keep going. And then it ends up not being that bad. I mean, I know that sounds kind of a trite answer, but that's kind of how I'm geared, because that's the way it was. You're playing in Busch Stadium and it's at 120 degrees. You want it to affect the other guy more than you. So you're just, the only way to kind of succeed is to say, look, I'm not going to, you can go ahead and be hot if you want, but I'm choosing not to be. And, it's not, it's going to be hot. Yes. But you just choose to just not let it affect you and kind of move on from it.
Kev, you know something about this playing catcher in Miami, don't you?
This was every day. It was every day.
Yeah.
And we had the same kind of old school AstroTurf that Ricky played on at Busch too. Like it was 110 every day on the field for our afternoon practices. And those were some of them, Ricky, my first year or two were before the restrictions came in on NCAA workloads. So now it's 20 hours a week. We were going 4 hours a day. I mean, it was, and that's 7 days a week.
So there's something about expectations that it goes into this. If you know that and the other team doesn't,
that's right.
It's just like whatever job you do. It's like, well, you're going to go mow a lawn in St. Louis in August. Well, I've done that before. I know how that feels, so I'm going to gear up for it, as opposed to being surprised by it. So I think if you're surprised by it, then it just can knock you silly. And I just try not to be surprised by it.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys had a little bit of an advantage in that way for some teams. Certainly not everybody, but
definitely.
I know we did. Any team that came down from the north, they were done. It was going to be a rough weekend.
Guys, my buddies on the other team would come up and say, "Wow, it's hot! Wow, it's hot!" And I'd be going, "Yep, we got you right where we want you." I mean, not that I would talk like that to my buddies, but it definitely was a feeling that this is going to be good for us because it's bad for them.
Well, and today, not only are the athletes elite, but they're watching how they hydrate and they're watching what they eat and they're getting massages. You
their
guys
sleep is regulated, really monitored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, you guys had buckets of beer behind the dugout. I mean,
So they literally count their sleep right now. They count the number of hours for every player, as Kevin just alluded to, and they're going to count your hydration. I mean, there's goops and liquids and all kinds of stuff out there with electrolytes to make sure everybody, including us, they'll provide them for us if we need them. That just will kind of help you hydrate well and efficiently and all of that. I'm thinking about a couple of teammates of mine. If they would have been counting their sleep, they would have been really surprised at the answer. That's all I can say.
No kidding. No kidding. Well, it's like, if you've read much or watched interviews with Mickey Mantle, it's very sad. Like, by the time he was an old guy, he's like, hey, kids, don't be like me. I did it exactly the wrong way. And he never said it, but he sort of alluded to, I probably could have been the best to ever play had I just not torn my body up.
There was a lot of lament in him at the end. There's definitely was. And he had a lot of contrition in that. And I think it was implied that he, and everybody knew he could have been. I mean, he was great. Let's put it that way. He's a Hall of Famer regardless. But I think he felt like maybe he did a disservice to his career and to his fans by not kind of being in the best of shape. And I mean, I would venture that Babe Ruth didn't get a solid 8 hours every night either. I mean, I'm gonna doubt that he did. And if you looked at his calorie intake and his food choices, I'm gonna say it was probably a little heavier on the hot dogs and beer than on vegetables.
Rick, was it Wells that threw a no-hitter super hungover?
I'm not sure he's the only one that's done that, but I think it was him. And honestly, we can go back in Cardinal history, and Grover Cleveland Alexander pitched the 6th game of a World Series, and he came to the ballpark, and he had celebrated the night before. The Cardinals' first World Series. He pitched in that game. I think he got the save. I think he closed it out. He pitched 3 innings, and he was feeling terrible because he was 100% sure he would not pitch that last game, and he did. And so the Cardinals' first World Series was basically, I'm not going to say tainted by, but it involved a pitcher that was, kind of needing some electrolytes.
Man. Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little X's and O's. I've been listening with great interest, Wheels, as you guys on Rush Hour talk about how critically important up to the All-Star break and then the couple of series afterwards.
Yeah, really 3 weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you're getting up on the deadline. I would think it would be everything coming down to the wire on decisions, right, Rick? I mean, I'm sure they're going to want to have every bit of information they can about where they are, where they're headed, and then obviously, get a feel for what teams are offering too. Or what they might need to offer to get something if they want to go that route.
100%. And, I've been kind of pushing off this question for, say 3 or 4 weeks, because it's like, well, you don't know where you're going to be when you get to where you're going to need to actually decide. So don't be in a hurry to make a bad decision. So I think right now we're in a position of this. Yesterday was game 2 of 14 games in 13 days leading into the break, all against teams that are either in first place or second. The Cubs, it's Milwaukee, and it's the Braves twice. I mean, it's not an easy time. And so these days, these 2 weeks are going to inform what happens out of the break. And it's going to be really quick to see, as you mentioned, the schedule after the break. It's going to be upon us. So you better have your ducks in a row as to which way you want to go and who might be available. And obviously those conversations are already going on right now behind closed doors with Heim and others. But I just think, these next 2 weeks leading into the break are going to heavily inform what happens come out of the break. And when you come out of the break, it's just a matter of that's going to be the time where you're actually making the deal and finalizing what you've already kind of been talking about, but now you have more info.
Yeah, and, you talk about taxing. You mentioned it, 14 games in 13 days to wrap up the pre-All-Star schedule, and then 20 games in 20 days right after. Physically taxing in addition to being important.
Yeah, 100%. And they're geared up for it too, just like we were talking about earlier. It's kind of like this, what you sign up for. Nobody's feeling sorry for somebody to have to play baseball every day, but it is going to affect. I mean, it certainly affects, and you add the heat into that, it certainly affects levels of performance. And so you've got to find a way to stay as sharp as possible. So you're kind of, you're not headed to the finish strong, because the finish isn't even here yet. But this is a finish to the trading deadline, which I think is going to be, again, pretty critical for the organization going forward.
Interesting dynamic. I think we might have talked about this a bit, Ricky, but we've been talking about it a lot separately when you're not around, not because we don't want you to talk about it, but like the team's offense, home and road, has been starkly different. And actually, it's been true for the pitchers, too. And for some reason, Busch Stadium is just not providing a lot of offense this year.
No, it's odd. It's odd. Now, I think people that have been to the ballpark have said, hey, this is an exciting team. It's a fun team. But you're talking about 2-1 wins when they win, not this. And not kind of the 10 games over 500 thing that you would hope to have at home. But on the road, the Cardinals are averaging over 5 runs a game. Only the Dodgers are scoring more runs per game on the road in the National League than the Cardinals.
That's wild.
And so you'd say, well, wait a minute, how can that be? But yeah, it's true. Now, yesterday was not one of those days.
No.
The offense did kind of sputtered against the Braves. And, the way it is with the Braves, if you don't beat their starting pitcher, you're probably not going to win because their bullpen is outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we get a different result today. But yeah, it's been a little odd. And I don't know that there's a real answer to that, Kevin. I don't know why the team hits better on the road. I don't think they're doing anything differently or there's anything wrong with the hitting background at Busch Stadium. It's just maybe just kind of where they are at that moment in terms of how their timing is and their at-bats have been better on the road.
Yeah, I actually think it's just the ballpark. I mean, I don't think it's the players
It could be
playing
that,
worse.
too.
I think the ball just doesn't carry in the gaps.
No,
And-
it doesn't. I mean, it carries here in Hot Atlanta for sure.
Yes.
And there's, I mean, Fermin hit a ball yesterday that John and I both thought, I mean, he hit it okay, but as a pop-up, there's no way that's close to the warning track in St. Louis.
No.
And Dubon had to make the catch over the wall to rob a home run, which would have been a great moment for the Cardinals. But it's like there's no way that ball's going out, and it almost did.
Yeah, I had the same feeling off the bat. It just looked like a pop fly.
Yeah, it did.
Rick, I know you guys went to a World Cup game when I think in KC. Are you keeping up with it? Are you into it?
Oh, man, I got the Fox channel on right now, man. Yeah, before I'm getting ready to get on the bus, but I am all over because I got to find out, who else is playing next. And I am all into it, and I watched every second of the game with England and who they play, Bosnia. And it was phenomenal to watch that game. It wasn't Bosnia. Who did they play? They played
England. England was Congo, right?
Congo, yes, Congo DR. So I watched that game, every minute of it. They were actually staying at the same hotel as us too. I was hoping to, kind of see if I could run into Harry Kane somewhere along the line, who ended up scoring 2 goals in that game. But it was, I mean, there was a big buzz around the hotel, obviously around Atlanta over the soccer game. And I'm not ready to call it football yet. I'm still calling it soccer, but it is definitely on my mind, and I'm excited about it.
All right, brother. Have a great holiday weekend, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
You bet. Thanks, guys. You too.
Cardinals fans, this is Ricky Horton. Have you ever had a dream of meeting your favorite former Cardinals? You can make those dreams come true all season long with St. Louis Cardinals alumni experiences. You can join me and other former Cardinals players at events including Cardinals Conversations, Fans at Bat, Turn 2 with Ozzy, Cardinals Kids Clinics, and Cardinals Fantasy Camps. Don't miss your chance to make lifelong memories. Visit cardinals.com/alumni for more information.
If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
So I could do my live for Timberline Professional Tree Care in about 10 seconds and just say, hey, if you've got a problem with a tree, call Timberline, right? I mean, that's what they do. But just to flesh it out a little bit for you, if you need to plant trees in your property, Timberline can do it. If you need to take trees out, we can do it. You have a big stump that's been there forever, we can get rid of that thing and make it look like it was never there. If you just care very much about your trees and you're a little worried that they aren't doing well, they're not super healthy, we can diagnose it. Ben Barnett, who is my friend and he is the owner of Timberline, is one of the very rare master master certified arborists. We also have 7 other certified arborists on staff. Most tree companies don't have a single certified arborist because you don't have to. You don't have to be licensed. You don't have to be certified. That's just something that these guys took all of the training and education so that they could be really good at their job. They are just salt of the earth. They are going to look you in the eye and give you a firm handshake and tell you what the deal is going to be, and they're always going to over-deliver every single time. You can find them at stltreecare.com for Timberline Professional Tree Care.
Sail on down to Busch Stadium for the inaugural Yacht Rock Night on Friday, July 10th. Watch the Cardinals take on the Atlanta Braves, and with the purchase of a special themed ticket, fans will take home an exclusive Cardinals captain's hat. And all week, listen to KMOX for a chance to win a pair of game tickets and theme tickets. Tickets are available at nlb.com/Cardinals. For more information, go to KMOX.com/contests.
After a disaster, emotional recovery takes time. Show Me Hope Missouri is here for you with free confidential support. Counselors help with stress, coping skills, and connect to resources. If the St. Louis tornado impacted you, visit moshowmehope.org from Missouri Department of Mental Health.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees when used as directed. Spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Wheeler. If you're looking for a little kick in the pants when it comes to dropping a little weight, getting better shape, getting more into the gym, think about Burn Balance Complex, which you can pick up at Supplement Superstores. I've been using it since it came out. It's fantastic. You notice right away the difference. Look, we all have busy schedules. I do and you do. You know, we all have problems sometimes with controlling our eating patterns and staying on a plan. Well, Burn Balance Complex makes that so much easier. It's not magic, but it definitely helps make it easier. It is a complete metabolism system. It's not just a fat burner. So what you're talking about is a natural weight loss option. So if you're a person that doesn't want to go get a prescription, you're not into injections, this is a great choice for you. In addition to the metabolism boost, you get to lower stress and cortisol levels, get better sleep. It can help control appetite and cravings, all-day focused energy with no jitters, no crash at the end of the day. If you want the help, and look, we all need it, I know I do, go to Supplement Superstores, tell them your story, mention Kevin Wheeler, and they'll knock 30% off the Burn Balance Complex. You can find your location at supplementsuperstores.com.
Data centers don't wait, and neither should your supply chain. From power and connectivity to racks and critical power, Graybar brings the products and the experience data centers need now. And with deep inventory and logistics expertise, we keep projects moving from first delivery to final install. With hundreds of locations and a nationwide delivery fleet, we help you bring facilities online, on time, and on budget. Yep, Graybar does that.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Thursday that feels like a Friday because no one's working. And we're barely working. We're mailing this crap in. Throwback Thursday, Rach?
Yes, July 2nd, back in the day, 250 years ago. In 1776, the Continental Congress passed a resolution. These united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states. The final draft of this Declaration of Independence was adopted 2 days later on July 4th.
Take that, England.
Yeah. They don't even care.
I knew this.
They just pretend they don't care.
I know.
They
I
totally care.
I agree. I think it's
when someone breaks up with you.
Playing it cool.
Exactly. I didn't like her that much anyway.
We're so much better off.
Yep.
I totally agree with you guys. I think they just kind of like brushed it off because they don't want to admit defeat.
Yeah. I knew this, but I saw again last night the ages of the founding fathers.
Mm-hmm. Some youngins. Making me feel like a real loser.
Really?
Well, they were also, only 10 years from being dead.
That's true. That's true.
They were middle-aged at 22.
I think Alexander Hamilton was like 25.
21.
Oh.
He was 21.
That's wrong.
Jefferson was 33.
Yeah.
No.
Washington was 44.
Okay, Yeah.
Ben
good guy.
Franklin was 108.
Yeah, he was the old guy.
Getting laid like carpet in France.
He was the old guy. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if we actually had people younger like that also in charge of things now? It seems like they had some pretty good ideas and were pretty great contributors to what became a pretty great country.
Wait, I have to interrupt this. Atish Patel on the stream says, "Where is the best pizza in St. Louis?" I can't let that go unanswered.
Yeah, you would think that's not what we do here. It's what we do.
It's
here.
what we.
That's exactly what we do.
It's
here.
exactly what we.
Absolutely
Atish,
is what
we're
we do.
here for you.
Yeah.
Okay, off the top of my head, Pantera's, Blackthorn Pub.
Overrated.
Oh, I'm gonna fight you.
I'm sorry. It's not. It's good. It's good. I just don't think it's the best.
Tell me one better.
Well, if you're willing to make the trek, you could always go to Roma's.
Roma's in Bethalto.
In Bethalto. Now that's not
That's an
necessarily
OG.
St. Louis. That's across the river.
Yeah,
I like Pizzeria Tivoli.
I do
You guys ever
too.
been there?
Yes, I have.
Pizzeria Tivoli's
Several
good.
times.
I also really like Salvage Yard.
I've never heard of it.
On
Me neither.
Hampton. Yeah, it's good.
She's making it up.
They do St. Louis style and Chicago style pizza.
Yeah, Atish is saying Blackthorn. It's a what part of town? Like South City,
Tower Grove. I've
Tower
never
Grove
been
ish.
there. I think it's in Tower
Takes
Grove.
a long time to cook.
It's good.
It's really good.
Yeah,
It's
very
good. It's definitely good.
Definitely been there.
And you know what? Yeah, don't discount Emos. I love some Emos.
Wichita says Antonio's. Haven't had it.
Anthonino's.
Sorry, haven't had it.
It's good.
Is it just Charlie's Market on the hill that has the?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that has the sort of they say original
the OG
Emos.
right? Yeah. To me, Emos. I love Emos, but Emos is a mood.
Okay.
Like if I'm just getting pizza on a Wednesday, it's probably not Emos.
Okay.
But like on a Sunday night, it's the only thing I can have.
It's like an occasion.
Yeah. Back to you, Rach. Sorry.
145 years ago in 1881, President James Garfield was shot, and it took 80 days for his assassin's bullet to kill him.
You know why he
of
died?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Blood poisoning.
Yeah, because they didn't
But
sterilize.
why he died? Because his doctor didn't believe in germs.
Yeah.
And
so he poisoned his blood.
And he kept sticking his fingers in the bullet hole, searching
To
for
check,
it.
yep.
And another doctor there kept saying, you might want to be a little more
You're
sanitary.
supposed to, yeah. You need to wash your hands and
And he was like,
clean
"Shut up."
clean the equipment. Steam the equipment, and
And that's what killed him.
Yep, we both. I didn't know that before I saw the show Death by Lightning.
I did, but I'm smarter than you.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
That's I was going to say that's a pretty great pull.
No, I didn't know it.
Let's do one more. We're going to have to come back to Throwback Thursday because I have a ton more for you guys. But 89 years ago in 1937, Amelia Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, disappeared over the Pacific Ocean. I didn't know she had anybody with her.
Yeah,
Poor navigator.
Poor Fred. Nobody talks about Fred.
I know.
Noonan.
They're like, we only care about the first girl.
It's the first I've ever heard of Fred.
They were attempting to make the first round-the-world flight at the equator.
Yeah, they name checked him in Caddyshack though.
They got real close to Howell Island. And they know pretty close to where,
Wait, didn't they find the wreckage recently? And they were like, we know this
Nah,
is
they
her.
know. They keep finding it.
Yeah,
The last I heard, they're like, some people are very confident she got eaten by crabs.
Giant crabs.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, I
but
mean-
they
but you
should be
could still
able to
find
find
the plane.
Yeah, they did. The crabs didn't eat the plane. I hope.
No, they're
Crabs
so,
also ate the
yeah.
plane.
They're so
Yeah.
big they ate the plane.
Actually, she ate the plane out of hunger, and then the crabs got her.
Plane eating crabs got her.
Plant eating crabs. Tell you guys about my good friend Dr. Kathy Maupin at BioBalance Health. And again, nothing I'm going to say about any of my live endorsement clients are going to force you to go to them. But with this one especially, it's like, just see how you feel. See how you feel. If you are 40 and above, although some people are losing their testosterone as early as their late 30s, but 40 and above, and if you're my age or older, then it's gone. I can tell you right now, your testosterone's gone. Go get a blood test. We can arrange it. And then Dr. Maupin, who has read 20,000 of these blood reports, will sit down with you and read it. And for me, My testosterone was actually a little high, but my free testosterone, which is what your body actually uses, was low. So I went on the pellets. It's been 7 years, as I've been telling you guys. Last year, through my own pilot error, I did 8 months late, and so I found out what I feel like without the pellets, and I didn't like the way I felt, and I'm back on them, and I won't go off them again. And right next door is BioBalance Skin, Botox, chemical peels. They have this thing called M-Sculpt where they put these paddles on your stomach and it's like doing 30,000 crunches in 30 minutes. They have it for your face now. It's like 4 treatments, completely pain-free. I made sure. And I think Trish and I are going to both go in there and get that done in the next few weeks. For all things Dr. Maupin, biobalancehealth.com.
Walker just gave the Cardinals the lead. Homer! Mason Wynn to his feet. He throws. He got
St. Louis, it's time to hit the ballpark. ATL meets STL when the Cardinals take on the Atlanta Braves at Busch Stadium, July 10th through the 12th. Plus, score great weekend giveaways, including a garage shirt and a kid's jersey. Don't miss 3 days of summer baseball, family fun, and Cardinals action. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
Relive the magic of 2006 on Saturday, July 11th, when the Cards play the Braves at Busch Stadium. That night, fans will take home a David Eckstein bobblehead presented by Mid-America Transplant. This giveaway celebrates his unforgettable World Series MVP performance and scrappy plays that defined a championship run. Don't miss your chance to add this classic to your collection. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
All right, we don't have that much longer before we get to see the U.S. men's national team getting after it here in a little bit. We are obviously at the center of the soccer world right now here in the United States, and FanDuel Sportsbook, which is the official sportsbook of KMOX, is trying to change the game for you. Because, look, sometimes when you got some action on a soccer match and it's obviously this world stage, your player gets subbed off for whatever reason. You know, an injury, it's heat-related, or just need a different skill set late in the match. Well, you know, when that happens, normally your bet goes down with the substitution, but not with FanDuel Super Sub. If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in, because if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Super easy process. You're just always in it until the final whistle, and to be a part of it, to sign up, all you got to do is go to FanDuel.com/Missouri. That's where you can get started, find out more, and then you can let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just remember, you have to be 21 or older and present in Missouri. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The right patio sets the scene. The right grill steals the show. For a limited time during July 4th, extra big deals at Lowe's. Get 2 12-by-12-inch square patio stones for only $3. Plus, save $100 on a select Charbroil Performance Series 4-burner gas grill. Now just $179. All you need now is good company. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/6. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Another app for inventory, one for CRM. Oh, don't forget accounting. Wait, which login was that?
Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated system that does it all without the hassle. Ditch the app overload. Get everything your business needs on one platform. Try Odoo free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
The trusted voice of St. Louis. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, we've got sunshine. Right now, it's 94 degrees downtown at the Arch. The feels like is 96. And the National Weather Service issues an extreme heat warning through Saturday. So let's start at the weather desk and Dave Murray.
Michael, steamy times will continue right through the holiday weekend. It is a steam bath for evening plans. The only difference over the weekend, and that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the holiday, will be the addition, and we've had this in the forecast over the last couple of days, for some pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms. The prime time will be 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pop is the key word. They're somewhat isolated, but they are capable of very heavy downpours of rain and thunder, lightning, and some gusty winds, but they will not last very long. My holiday forecast on the way.
We've told you about the 9 p.m. underage curfew in downtown and downtown West. It begins tomorrow night. We are now getting details on the how and the why. Let's take you live to the newsroom. Sean Malone just got done speaking with city officials. Sean?
Yeah, Michael, the curfew is intended to curb youth violence that has plagued the city's downtown in years past. Here's Mayor Kara Spencer.
We've seen teenagers coming downtown late at night far too many times in the past summers, creating an unsafe environment for both the community, our downtown, and our teenagers.
Meanwhile, during the daytime and sanctioned celebrations with the expected heat, Fire Chief Dennis Jankerson says this 4th of July will be a tough one for them to cover.
It's hot. Take your time. If you get too hot, locate one of the 3 tents that we will have down there to assist you with any type of medical emergency. Like I said, there's 3 dedicated medic units that will be down on scene the entire time.
The Chief of Police, Robert Tracy, says juveniles detained for violating the curfew will be held until their parents pick them up. The city is also setting up a variety of sanctioned activities with the Boys and Girls Club for children to participate in during the evening hours. Live in the newsroom, Sean Malone, KMOX News.
The City Board of Aldermen today gave final approval to the plan to spend $255 million of the Ram settlement money. The vote was 12-3. The bill funds 3 major buckets: the Northside tornado recovery, water and other infrastructure, and downtown. St. Louis University is cutting more than 35 open faculty positions and 45 staff jobs as the school tries to close a budget deficit driven by falling enrollment. The Post-Dispatch reports that SLU President Ed Feeser broke the news to faculty and staff Tuesday and also said additional filled positions have been cut, though he did not say how many. Enrollment at SLU dropped 15% this year, a loss of more than 2,000 students. Last month, S&P downgraded the university's bond outlook from stable to negative. Lambert International Airport getting another shot of federal money. Congressman Wesley Bell announces more than $25 million in FAA funding for a runway reconstruction project at Lambert, covering about 3,000 feet of runway. It's the 3rd federal infrastructure investment Bell has announced for the airport this year, after $30 million for the new terminal.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. The daredevil couple that scaled the Empire State Building yesterday in court today and put on supervised release by the judge pending their next court date in August, each facing multiple felony charges. The duo's attorney, Jason Rinsky, says he believes some of those charges are not warranted.
With respect to climbing the Empire State Building, obviously that's, not advised. However, charging them with these crimes, reckless endangerment in the 1st degree and burglary in the 3rd degree, that's definitely, over the top here.
Authorities say the stunt put people at risk, including emergency crews. Fewer jobs added last month, according to the Labor Department. 57,000 jobs created in June, half of what analysts projected. And the holiday getaway is here. Travelers could be, whether they're driving or flying, could be impacted by extreme heat. This is ABC News.
The Dow from Stifel is up 357 points to 52,662.
The summer steam bath continues on this Thursday afternoon. Sunny, hot, and humid. Will peak out at 98, short of the record of 101. Mostly clear skies. It is really steamy, especially this evening as we stay in the 90s. 78 for the overnight low. Friday, sunny, hot, and humid. Couple of pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Isolated, but we have to keep an eye on the sky. 95 degrees. And that's the story for Saturday and Sunday. Sunny, hot, and humid. Each day could bring some pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms, but very limited. 95 each day. I think we are the keyword slightly cooler as we get into next week. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by Sandberg Phoenix Law Firm. It's 94, feels like 96 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
At Sandberg Phoenix, we're more than just a law firm. We're partners committed to you, your business, and your community. From family law to litigation, we're ready to serve. Visit SandbergPhoenix.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Viewing just past 2 p.m. In studio, we have Dom Covington, the owner of Crispy Sips. Dom, first thing I have to say is it's kind of amazing you've been successful because you're not very attractive. People obviously look past that, and just take you on your character. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, same here. Thanks for having me.
So we've been learning about your background. You're a St. Louis guy.
Yeah.
Went to SLU.
Yeah. So my wife and I, both from the area, grew up out west. Actually went to rival high schools, but didn't know each other at the time. Met in college. And then kind of here we are with a 2.5-year-old daughter, and then doing a thing with Crispy Sips.
Yeah, fantastic. Walk me through it. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah. So it kind of started when my wife was pregnant with my daughter, she became like a Diet Coke demon. Like that was like her
Familiar.
fix. It was like going to QT all the time to get a drink. And then that kind of evolved into, we kind of heard about dirty sodas, and then like 2024 Thanksgiving, we're out in like Phoenix. And we knew if there's a chain out there that people are familiar with, and we wanted to try. Because when we travel, like we prioritize like food and drink, but that's our thing.
Yeah.
And so we're like, let's try some dirty sodas, and we did, and we liked them a lot. But then we realized there's nothing like this back home in St. Louis. So for like probably 6 months, we like toyed with the idea, thinking about it, maybe not. And then we're like why not? Like let's just like sign up for a farmer's market, just see what happens.
Yeah.
And then first market, we're out in Wildwood, and it kind of just like took off. And honestly speaking, the timing was right, because with that show, like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, that kind of like, the concept's not new, but that show kind of brought like newfound attention to the drink.
Yeah.
And so that kind of helped like really kind of kickstart everything.
Yeah. I remember as a kid going to Candy Bill's in Wood River, Illinois with my dad and having real cherry Cokes, like sitting at a bar. And then making like, cream soda floats and things like that. So like I've been doing this since way back.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about this. I haven't had one since I was 10 years old. So
All right. Yeah. I'm excited to give y'all a try.
Yeah.
What these look like.
Start doing it, man.
Yeah,
and walk us through like how the process, happens.
Yeah. So for those that aren't familiar with what a dirty soda is, so it's just take any soda, like your typical Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Coke, and we just add in syrups and cream. And so the cream is what makes it like quote unquote dirty.
Okay.
And so with that, it kind of originated out west, like in the Mormon community. That's where it became popular, just because when they want caffeine, they don't drink coffee. So soda is kind of like the fix.
Okay.
So some folks will kind of think like, hey, did y'all come up with the concept? And the answer is no, we didn't come up with it. We're just, I think, trying to kind of pioneer the introduction of it to the Midwest, and specifically St. Louis.
Yeah. Stealing from the Mormons. Steal away.
Hey, good ideas are good ideas.
Yeah, they're not going to hear about it.
Exactly right. And so the ones we got for you guys, so I'm glad that y'all had a chance to peep the menu and kind of take a look at them. So we have a variety here. So we've got a couple here that have got, one's got a Sprite base, one has Dr. Pepper, one's got Coke. We've got one of the energy options that we also offer as well. So I'll get these drawn up for you guys. Here.
Dom, how difficult is it? Like, I'm an idea guy.
Yeah.
I am not a follow-through guy. So once you had the idea and you're going to do it, and you're like, okay, we're going to need cups and we're going to need this and that. Like, how difficult is that?
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I'm kind of the same way most of the time, but this is the one thing where it's kind of like the barrier to entry seemed a little bit more like tolerable in terms of getting started. So it was kind of just been baptism by fire. Like we're like, let's just like go out and buy a handful of things. And we actually did a trial run in our backyard for like friends and family, just to kind of figure out like, what does this actually look like in practice, and try to like kind of work out the kinks. My wife is a killer when it comes to like design and decor. So she's the aesthetics of everything, the design of the logo, everything that even the recipes for the drinks, that's really all her. But we just done a lot of research. So like our house, it looks like Costco, man. It's like stacks of sodas and syrups, because we're always doing R&D and trying to figure out new combinations. And what's unique about our business is every week we offer what's called a sip of the day. So we have like a 1 or 2 day only offering. Like for this weekend, for the 4th of July, we have something called the firework. So it's like a cup lined with marshmallow fluff. It's got boba at the bottom. It's got blue raspberry syrup, Sprite. It's topped with like some like red, white, and blue, like peach ring type candy. So we always like to offer something that's kind of unique,
Timely,
aesthetically pleasing, and very timely as well.
Hey, Andrew, can you hear me? Come on in, brother.
Yeah.
I gotta
come in.
You got to come in
physically.
Oh,
in the studio.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. The drinks are in here, bro.
I mean, this is like his Super Bowl.
Andrew's very eager for the soda, and so am I. So am I.
Did Andrew get the energy drink one? Did I pick
Oh,
that right?
yeah. He did get the energy one.
That's the dumbest question ever. Did Andrew pick the energy drink one?
Dom, you brought up a farmer's market earlier. I see you guys are at the Kirkwood farmer's market all the
it's
time.
a staple for us.
Yeah, just kind of talk about that community that you can build up with a farmer. I've met so many people who start at a farmer's market and they're able to build this incredible base of the same people coming back week after week, and they're super passionate.
Yeah, honestly, Rich, that's been I think one of our favorite parts is we've you always hear about people having like regular customers, but like now we're living that. And then like the Kirkwood Farmers Market, that was one of the first markets we did. And that's one where what's nice about having kind of the tent set up and being at a farmer's market is you get to converse with the customers as they're ordering and as they're making their drink. So it's not like we're shutting a door, going in our trailer, and then we come back and give them the drink and that's it. It's like the transaction extends beyond the actual product and it goes into a conversation. So like we know these folks by name. We know what their favorite drinks are. And some of them travel far and wide. We'll have folks that will come to the market at Kirkwood, and then they'll drive to like Lake St. Louis and see us there in the same day.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's like people are really loyal.
Yeah.
And I think they just appreciate like just being able to try something new, but also having folks that are personal and want to get to know them and like their story and like why they want to try the drink.
Yeah.
So that's been, I think, a really fun surprise for us as we've develop the practice.
Do you have and don't let talking get in the way of making these sodas?
Dave's like, give me my drink.
I'm worried about Andrew doing something. He's right.
Jumping in and doing it himself.
He's right next to Dom. What is if you can share it? If it's not like proprietary information, what's the dream? Where do you guys want to end up?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, from here, so we still operate out of a tent, and so I think the next step for us would be some sort of brick and mortar. We're kind of like in the space of we're always looking. We're just trying to be really intentional about acting on it. In a perfect world, we'd love the drive-through setup because really for us, from a business standpoint, volume is the name of the game.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, I think, more realistic and feasible when you've got when it's based on convenience and folks can pull up, grab a drink, and go.
Yeah.
We've got a 2.5-year-old, so like if she's napping in the car, I can't just. I mean, it's a heat wave out here. I can't just park.
Right.
And go in. I need to be able to get it and go. And
Yeah,
so ideally, it would be something like that where it's a brick and mortar. But I'd say ideally a drive-through where it's convenience and speed. Honestly, kind of like a Chick-fil-A-esque setup where it's like no matter how long the line is, you know it's gonna move because you're efficient.
Yeah.
So that'd be it in a nutshell.
What is it? 7 Brew? Is that the new hot coffee place that's coming to St. Louis? Like that's what I'm kind of picturing. Is
You're
let's go get
on.
crispy sips.
You're
You
spot
know?
on, like that exact type of kind of setup.
Andrew, you're so quiet.
He's over here staring.
Is this like church for you?
He's like staring, like.
I want to ask Andrew.
I like the way he pours.
Because I know Andrew spent a lot of time looking over the menu and making his selection.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, why don't you tell us about the drink that you're getting and what led you to this decision?
Well, I really like the Alani energy drinks. And so this is an Alani cherry base, which is my favorite energy drink. And then it's got a little raspberry and a little strawberry.
Yeah.
And then some cream in that.
Oh, Andrew.
And it looks very good. It's a very pleasing
Hold it up to
color.
the There you go.
Oh, it looks
It's a
so
very
pretty.
pleasing color, which I'm big on. The color has to be right for it to be. Thank you.
He is our sommelier
really
for all
good.
things.
I was gonna say, Dom, I'm the
Yeah.
king of live endorsements, but if you're ever gonna advertise, your
Andrew,
boy's right
man.
there.
Yeah. This is kind of my. I'm not really like a drinker. I don't do any drugs or smoke or anything. This has kind of been my life.
This is my drug.
I like a fun drink treat,
Especially when it's
super
energy
fair.
filled.
and so I've really been enjoying as this becomes like a more and more popular thing out in this area. Yeah. I've really been enjoying it.
I do a lot of drugs, but I'm pretty happy about this too. So
All right,
Yeah, this is
so
perfect.
This is Rachel's. Here,
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Ooh,
I kind
mine's
of can't
pretty
believe how
too.
good this is.
And then
I love seeing you this happy.
I know.
Andrew's like, remember when
I've
you're like
never-
6 years
You
old
might
on
pass that
Christmas
on to
morning?
Dave.
That's Andrew.
Well, I've had fun drinks like this before. Never had one with the cream in it, and I've always been a little wary of that.
Yeah, so
it's excellent.
it's funny you mentioned that.
Gives kind of like almost like a shortcakey kind of sweetness to it. The vanilla does.
And that's a lot of folks. They are reluctant sometimes with the cream because it's like it broken apart. It sounds kind of odd, but when it's all together, it makes sense and it works.
And we should mention, if anybody is wary of like super sugary drinks or anything, everything that we are drinking, he does sugar stuff, but everything we're drinking is sugar free today.
Yeah, so we do sugar-free, we do dairy-free.
Even the mixes or just the sodas?
No, the syrup. So all the syrups that you're having, all sugar-free.
Really?
Yeah, because we have quite a few regulars that are diabetic.
Okay.
And so like this is like for them, they've got far fewer options. So for them, like, their vice is like I could have a sugar-free dirty
that's
soda.
great.
So we love being able to accommodate little things like that when we can.
So look at that fancy spoon.
So speaking of my dad at Candy Bills and the cherry Cokes, I got the vintage icon, right, which is Diet Coke and the cherry and the cream. It is excellent. I didn't expect it to be bad, but it's so much better than I expected it. Sometimes I can be sort of a texture guy where it's a little bit off-putting. This is wonderful.
Hey guys, mine is whipped cream.
So Julie Lally is on the stream and she says Thirsty Thursday. This is kind of the ultimate Thirsty Thursday for the stream. And then Brian is saying, oh, did Dom say there was a Wildwood location? But you were saying you guys are out at the farmer's market there?
So the first market we did was the Wildwood Farmers Market, but we haven't been back there since. So the staples, you can find us at Kirkwood every Saturday. And then most Saturdays, you can find us at Lake St. Louis at the same time in the morning. And then we often pop up like this week, Friday and Sunday, we'll be at Amy's Cake Pop Shop in Webster Groves. But if you follow us on social media, so TikTok or Instagram specifically, my wife always announces where we're going to be, the times, the days, everything, because sometimes it can change. But there's multiple ways and locations you can get a drink every week.
Very nice.
Look at that intro.
So yours is fancy. So
I know.
yours
Mine's taking a lot of assembly.
This one, it's called the Cinny Roll. So
Yeah.
this is brown sugar cinnamon syrup. It's got some Dr. Pepper. It's got cold foam. It's got brown sugar cinnamon on top. And then we use this one in a sip lid. So this is actually one that was a seasonal drink, but people liked it so much and they asked for it so much that we've just kept it as a staple on the
All right.
Damn, Wheeler, you're like a medieval king over there.
I'm just like, look at this. This is a drink fit for a king.
And I just want to say mine is delicious too. I got the Sorry Mom, the sugar-free Sorry Mom, which is Sprite, blue, raspberry, green
That looks
apple, and
great.
cream. It is so good. Thank
There
you,
you go,
Dom.
guys. You can take a peek at that.
I'll give you a straws in case you want to use that too.
Dom, who makes them better, you or your wife?
Oh, I see.
So she does, hands down. So shout out to her. So she's really she's the mastermind behind all the recipes.
Yeah.
I'm usually there just to kind of provide either some ideas here or there or to taste test.
Yeah.
I've got my own kind of concoctions that I'll put together, but really she's the one that's doing kind of the front of the house stuff of just like coming up with the drinks, the ideas, the names. They always have a fun name.
Yeah.
Whether it's the regular one.
This is just ridiculous, by the way.
So when you
it's like drinking a Cinnabon.
It looks like it.
I feel like I know your wife already from your description.
Yeah.
And I think I'm afraid of her. If you invent something, are you a little sheepish or are you like, hey, you got to try this?
Yeah, I'd say I'm a lot more willing to explore. I think my flavor profile is a little bit kind of more adventurous than hers.
More eclectic. Yeah.
But we work really well where she'll do a really great job coming up with the concept and I can kind of help add like little tweaks or just kind of share like, here's my thought in terms of, because that's when it comes down to the ratio. And that's really what separates the different businesses you'll see is some folks use more cream, some use less. We love to use like local soda whenever we can. So like a lot of the times our sips of the day will have like Fitz's root beer, or we'll use like Vest, or we'll use like Ski, like shout out to them, use Ski. So like things like that. So we try to find these ways to like make things local when we can, and that's where like we'll kind of just toy with like even with our upcoming partnership and collaboration with like Clementines. It's like, do we use like what base soda do we use? So that's kind of where we'll like. I mean, honestly, there'll be days where we'll have like 10 cups on our counter, all full of drinks that we're just like, and sometimes it's the Alani's, and we're like, by the end of it, our hearts are just like dumping. It's so much caffeine, but we got to figure out what folks will like. So
I really like hearing you talk. You can tell you're having fun by the way you're talking about this and the way you describe the process. And that I've got to believe that comes through just if you're doing a pop-up, if people are coming to see you, I'm assuming everybody's having a really good time.
That is hands down. The best part is serving. Like when we're at the markets, and it's behind the scenes is a little more challenging at times. It's like kind of like the non-sexy stuff, if you will. But at the markets when we're serving and talking to folks and we see our regulars, like that is hands down. That makes it all worth it. Those 4 hours on a Saturday for sure.
So crispysips.com, and then you're all over the social media.
Yeah.
Same stuff. You can find it pretty easy. How often are you out?
Yeah, so every weekend. So like right now, we try to be out and about as much as we can. So the farmers markets are like the recurring staple, and then again we pop up at Amy's Cake Pop Shop in Webster Groves a couple times a week. So usually with that, it's usually one time during the week, and then on Sundays as well, pretty regularly. So a couple days a week right now. Trying to kind of find more ways to make it more of a common thing, which kind of hence leads to like the exploring for a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
But we try to get creative. We also do like we're doing some of the food truck Fridays in Tower Grove.
Yeah.
Any other kind of big festivals or things coming up, like Festival of Nations, will be there
Yeah.
for that. So we just try to find ways to be out and about when we can.
Well, this is cool. You have access to the DGS anytime you want it. We're going to be friends. Not as good as friends you're going to be with Andrew. But congratulations. Continued success.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate having me. And, if we can ever join y'all again, happy to bring some drinks along. And come see us at the Marcus. We got you.
Anytime, man.
I appreciate it, guys.
How We Made Your Mother is a rewatch podcast that looks back episode by episode at the hit TV show How I Met Your Mother. It's hosted by me, Josh Radnor, along with series co-creator Craig Thomas.
In seasons 1 and 2, we were joined by Neil Patrick Harris, Kobe Smulders, Bryan Cranston, Ashley Williams, Wayne Brady, Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey, Joe Manganiello, and my brilliant co-creator Carter Bays, and now we are diving into season 3.
So whether it's your 50th rewatch or your first time through, follow How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
EasyCater, the workplace food platform, makes it easy to order food for all your workplace needs.
From favorite restaurants, don't forget that.
Who are you?
Tina. I'm Tina. I use EasyCater at my job.
Well, I am the voice of EasyCater. Don't you have work to do?
Not as much now that EasyCater saves me all that time ordering food for the office, with great options for any group size or budget, all on one platform. Just trying to spread the word.
Fine, let's do the last bit together. EasyCater, it's all the food for your workplace.
All in one place. Start an order at EasyCater.com.
Oh, you're not terrible.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
So, Dr. Bays, he would have known more than Andrew, about my lung issue because he's a medical doctor, but that's not what he does. He's not the guy you go to for, a Z-Pack or the steroids or something like that. He's the guy you go to when you or someone you care about has been injured. And it can be an emergent injury. It can be a sports injury because that's what he does. He's a sports medicine doctor. But we all know that lots of other ways to get injured, and the same type of injury. You can, have an MCL or an ACL from just walking through your house and tripping over a toy or something. Car accidents, whether it's emergent and you're trying to decide whether to go to the emergency room or do you go straight to an orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Bays is a great center of that Venn diagram, center of the bullseye, because he can diagnose whatever it is. If it's something that is going to need a surgical intervention, he'll bring in a surgeon like Dr. Corey Solman and work with him on it. But if it's not, he can handle the entire thing, all the treatment. If it is an old chronic injury, whether you know what it's from or not, he may want to encourage you to do some regenerative medicine, the stem cell injections, which he has had great success with. Give him a call. call 636-735-3003 or Bays, which is BAYES, BaysSportsMed.com.
100 years of service and still at your service. KMOX.
All right. What do we got coming up at 2:30? Nothing. Just us. Today is Made in the USA Day and World UFO Day.
Oh.
And it's also I Forgot Day.
I forgot.
That's a lot of days.
Yeah.
What day is it? I forgot.
I forgot. That seems like a lot of days.
Just drinking my...
They're so good, aren't they?
They are extremely good.
This
is it's better than I thought it was going to be.
Same. I was looking forward to it, and I was like, oh, that's going to be good. And it's even better than I was expecting.
Very sad. Small towns, sort of like St. Louis County, are canceling their fireworks displays because they can't afford them anymore. It's kind of sad.
Well, we were talking on the break last hour how expensive fireworks are these days, right, Wheels?
Yep, they're crazy. I mean, they're and that's if you just go buy them at the tents. I can't even imagine doing the big citywide ones. But it makes sense when you think about just the general cost of everything being up, right?
The average, how many scoops of ice cream per week does the average American eat during the summer?
26.
40.
Per week? I'm going to say 5.
See, you're the only reasonable one. These two fools.
Who eats one scoop at a time?
Well, it's per week. You're eating 26 scoops
it was per week?
Yeah.
Okay, so 40 times 7. So, what is that, 280?
I was shocked at how much it is. 11 scoops.
Yeah, because it's going to be almost 2 a day. Everybody eats 2 scoops.
But I eat ice cream maybe twice a week at the most.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was an ice cream person, and I don't eat it every day. I mean, 11 does seem like kind of a lot. I would have thought the honest answer is like 3.
In the summer, it's like literally every day for me.
Really?
Yep.
Today?
Yeah, I eat a lot of ice
like
cream.
later on tonight, at home.
You ate ice cream yesterday?
Yep.
What's your go-to?
What a life.
This one was cherry vanilla Tillamook brand. The black cherry one.
Yeah, the
it was
Tillamook
really good.
makes a good ice
Yeah.
cream.
Everything you do is fancy.
All Access with Ollie Marble on the Gas House Gang.
I show up every day looking forward to what's next for this group. This group fits my personality to a T. I love what we're doing. I love how we're going about it. I love the honest conversations. I love the grit. And there's been certain times where I've caught myself where bases are loaded, our back's up against the wall, and I can't help but smile. I show up every day looking forward to what's next for this group.
Ollie Marble, Tuesdays at noon on KMOX.
Taking care of your health shouldn't feel complicated. That's why we created NeoVitan to make nutrition easy. Our doctor-formulated vitamins are designed for real life and delivered straight to your door with our monthly subscription. No guesswork, no running out. Just clean, high-quality supplements manufactured in the USA using the finest domestic and international ingredients. Subscribe today at neovitan.com and take one simple step toward better daily nutrition. Visit neovitan.com and start making nutrition easy today.
Tell you guys about my buddy, Dr. Corey Solman. He is an orthopedic surgeon. He's a Midwest orthopedic and spine specialist. I've known Corey, almost the whole time I've been on the air. He is just the greatest guy. I do lives, of course, for other physicians. I talk about Dr. Matt Bays with Bays Sports Medicine, and Corey and Matt know each other, and they will send patients back and forth. If Matt sees someone he thinks, you know what, you're a good candidate for surgery, he will send them over to Corey Solman. So, it's kind of common sense. If someone you care about is injured and it's pretty bad, and you want to get an opinion from an orthopedic surgeon, Corey's the guy. If you want to go see Corey first, if it's sufficiently bad and you think, oh, I'm just going to go right past everyone else and go straight to the surgeon, go see Corey. But it doesn't have to be at that level. usually doesn't do surgery. Does that make sense? If he gets 100 cases in, I'm kind of making this up. He may do surgery on half of them, but he does not have a reputation as a cutter. He's going to do what is best for you guys. He's out in Chesterfield, 636-231-5881 or SolmanOrthopedics.com.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
The summer steam bath continues on this Thursday afternoon. Sunny, hot, and humid. Will peak out at 98, short of the record of 101, mostly clear skies. It is really steamy, especially this evening as we stay in the 90s, 78 for the overnight low. Friday, sunny, hot, and humid. Couple of pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Isolated, but we have to keep an eye on the sky. 95 degrees. And that's the story for Saturday and Sunday. Sunny, hot, and humid. Each day could bring some pop afternoon and evening thunderstorms, but very limited. 95 each day. I think we are the keyword slightly cooler as we get into next week. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Weather is sponsored by Steve Butts, and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. As America celebrates its 250th anniversary, Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous 4th of July celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th.
They say good things come to those who wait, unless you bite into a Hot Pocket right out of the microwave. Waiting to see a financial advisor about retirement could also bring some pain. The pain of watching your money evaporate in a stock market decline. The pain of trying to figure out Social Security and Medicare on your own. Or the pain of writing huge checks to the IRS that you really didn't have to. At the All Financial Group, they believe the more you know, the better decisions they can make. They offer a complimentary retirement assessment. Find out where you are, how you're doing, and if there's a way to improve your retirement outcome. Don't wait. Call the All Financial Group today, 636-230-8824, or online at yourmoneymattersstl.com and set up your complimentary retirement review.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Steve All, NPN number 153-07419.
The thing that you need in the morning, when you first wake up.
Total Information AM.
I like to be informed with the news and like to know, like in the mornings, I like to know what's going on.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
It's always smart to know what's going on.
Your morning news and information.
The national and local news.
Weather.
Sports.
I like the traffic reports.
Total Information AM.
I listen to it in the mornings. It really gets me going.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Today,
the Cards, the Braves.
Cameron Total Access 520. First pitch 6:15.
Cardinals Radio. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS and KMOX 234. You know what? Up my butt lately.
What's that?
Feedback. I'm so tired. I can't buy a can of Pringles without someone like, we really love your feedback.
Oh, my God.
We really love to know. It's like, I'm sure my company does it too. We don't, because we don't give an F what you think. But, isn't it enough that I bought your Pringles? Or something off of TikTok, or, just take my money. Quit making me work after I've given you my money.
Yeah, you've already gotten the feedback, which is that I bought the stupid chips.
Thank you.
There's your feedback. The feedback is, I went to the store and I saw the chips and I bought them.
And
what more feedback do you want?
I can't imagine ever wanting to give feedback unless it was extreme. Like, this place is terrible. You should never go there. Or like Dom at Crispy Sips. Oh, this was great. I really enjoyed it. But 90% of things that I consume are just kind of in the middle.
Well, that's why small business owners live in fear of reviews. Because generally when people leave a review on like a small business in the area, it's because they are really upset and something really bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty rare that you silence is golden. No news is good news. If you eat somewhere and you have a great meal, most people are just like, wow, that was really, really great. Maybe I'll tell somebody about how great it was.
Yeah.
But when you go online, it's always just to complain and, be mad about stuff.
We're going to do some more Throwback Thursday, but first I have to get something off my chest. This really doesn't have to do with Trump. Well, it does, but you'll get it. This new Qatari One, Air Force One that we have, and Trump keeps just bragging and just smelling his own farts about it's the most luxurious plane in the world. No one's ever seen anything like it. I don't care if it's Trump or Obama or Clinton or whoever we have in the future. I don't want the president of the United States to have the most luxurious plane in the world.
No.
Do I want it to be a rat trap? No. Is it a reflection on our country? Yes. Is it something that we use to impress and intimidate? Of course. But he's not a sultan. He's not a king. He's not, and no American president ever has been or ever should be, and you shouldn't be treated as such. I don't want the most luxurious plane in the world to be the one that flies around the American president. Thoughts?
Same. It should be the safest plane in the world. It should be a secure plane, and it should be a comfortable plane. Right? Because they're doing a lot of travel. It's flying all over the world.
Yeah, like I said,
comfort's not a problem. But
I don't
we don't
want
need
him flying Spirit Airways.
We don't need shiny ass gold stuff. You don't need any of that stuff. It could just look. They can be perfectly fine. I mean, let's be honest. Has there been a plane out there, even with the old Air Force Ones, that is better, more well equipped, better, more comfortable? Like Air Force One has looked pretty sweet from every depiction I've ever seen of it. I don't recall anybody going, man, this thing's a dump. It's pretty terrible.
Right.
Like, come on. And
no one was complaining.
And also, like, if your whole thing is, America's the best, why are you walking around saying nobody here could build a plane like this? It couldn't be built like this in America. It couldn't be this good. What do you mean it couldn't be this good? Ask Boeing. They'll build you one. You got these companies that are doing business with the government, building fighter jets, building all kinds of things, and you're sitting there basically crapping on them, saying they couldn't do what the Qataris do. Yeah, well, they just wouldn't do it for free, you jerk, because the others are trying to buy influence with you.
Now, I will say something kind of bad about Trump, because yesterday, by his own admission, his own words, the story changed. And he said that he became aware of this plane and said to the Qatari leaders, I would like to use it. And the story I heard, now this is all just inside information, just take it with a grain of salt, but the story I heard was that they were going to sell it to us, and he somehow did his voodoo magic and got it for free. But they didn't approach us. He approached them and said, I would like to use this plane sometimes. And that's how we got it.
So basically,
I'm not okay with that either.
No.
Anyway, Rach, any thoughts before throwback?
I'm kind of with you guys. I always think it's silly when it's like, we need $50 million to revamp the government headquarters for blah, blah, blah. Like, it's fine. If the roof's not caving in, just use the same old building.
Well, you know what?
I don't care about impressing anyone. Like, I just, why do you need it to be luxurious?
I know that Trump preaches that everything's the best. It's never been better. No one's ever seen anything like it. The economy is red hot. Dude, you're living a very different life than we are, okay? Earning $2 million or $2 billion last year while you're in the Oval. We're not having that kind of experience. No. We're trying to buy groceries, and you can buy a plane ticket for about the same amount as it costs you to go buy your groceries. It's just very expensive out here. We just did a story about how local communities are canceling fireworks on the 250th anniversary because they can't afford it. So I won't speak for everyone, but I'm not super excited that you're flying around in the most luxurious plane in the world while we're trying to buy the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
Well, meanwhile, all the rest of the jackasses in Congress break early. It's 4th of July, so they work Monday and then they take off. They decide, well, we don't need to fix any more problems or do any real work anymore. We're just going to take the whole week because we can. And, come on. You're between the legal insider trading if you're in Congress to this, half-assed, what do you work, 8 days a month? Yet you're getting full benefits, pension for life. You get to go away for 4 months and nobody gets to ask any questions why. Like, why do we accept this?
It has very little in common with the way Americans live.
Why do we just say, I guess that's just the way it is? Why don't we do something about it? Like, why are we so, and I'm including me. Why are we all so just willing to take it and just be like, oh, well, going to get mad at someone who's like me instead of getting mad at the people that are ripping me off on a day-to-day basis on the tax dime.
There's an article on Drudge Today, Wheels, that addresses your exact point. And their point is based on surveys and studies and what they can put together that they, the government, our leaders, have figured out that we don't care enough to do more than bitch and moan.
Mm-hmm.
And they figured that out.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, if you guys can take them squealing a little bit, we can do whatever the hell we want to do.
Well, we also fall for the bait. We go after the people they tell us we should be mad at. Whatever your alignment is politically, there's someone on your side telling you who you should be mad at.
Yeah.
And then you're getting mad at that, and you're mad all the time about the people that aren't actually doing any damage to your life.
Yeah.
But these are the people that are making every decision they make impacts every one of us. And every time they take 2 years to get something done instead of getting it done in a few months because they refuse to work, they refuse to compromise, they only care about fundraising and getting reelected. Doing the job at a high level doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah.
But we're okay with it because our anger's directed incorrectly at people that aren't actually the ones that are damaging us.
Agreed. Couple more throwbacks, Rach?
Yeah, let's go. 65 years ago, July 2nd, 1961, Ernest Hemingway took his own life. That was 35 years after his father killed himself.
Yeah, so sad.
And his granddaughter, Margot, also took her own life. I mean, just a terribly, terribly sad situation for that family. 62 years ago in 1964, President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act, which outlawed racial segregation and prohibited employment discrimination. 62 years ago. 55 years ago.
So let me just drill down on that. I was alive before the Civil Rights Act.
No, because you're not 62 yet.
Thank you.
You were alive right after the Civil Rights Act.
Let me just drill down. The Civil Rights Act predates me. Sorry.
55 years ago in 1971, the original Shaft was released.
Shaft.
Starring Richard Roundtree. It was remade in 2000 with Samuel L. Jackson as his son. And then there was a 2019 version. I did not know about this film that had both of them teaming up with a third generation of Shaft. I'm not sure who played
I didn't see
Baby
the most
Shaft.
recent.
Me neither. I didn't even know
Richard
it existed.
Richard Roundtree was the original.
Yeah.
He was the OG.
Yeah. Sam Jackson did a pretty good job in that middle one.
50 years ago in 1976, the Supreme Court ruled that the death penalty was not inherently cruel or unusual. And 46 years
Hold
ago...
on. I have a story about that.
Okay.
This is why I love throwback, because it just brings up things. This was already in my show prep today. Idaho is going to go back to, or at least give the choice to the condemned to be executed by firing squad. And they have elected to not use sharpshooters. They are looking for people from law enforcement to volunteer to do it. And this is going to be a dark thought. But if you're already killing the guy, and if you're already shooting him in the heart from 25 feet or something, why not just cut out the middleman and put one in his head? I mean, if I'm going to be killed, if you guys are going to kill me, and you say, hey, we can all get a rifle and shoot you in the chest, or we are going to just put one in the back of your head, and you won't even know it happened. You'll be gone. Isn't that much more?
Well, I thought the purpose of the firing squad was to try to not like have someone live with a bunch of guilt. Like I
Right.
was the one who pulled the
That's
trigger
the
and
idea. So
ended
you
that
won't. You
person's
won't.
life.
Grow up.
I agree. 'Cause,
Get
I mean,
over it.
How would you take that shot and not at least think that maybe it was you? Like you'd have to have some kind of delusion to be like, wasn't me.
Well, I mean, if we're trying to make them being shot in the heart by 3 bullets, you're probably not around long.
No.
But it's also probably not instant. And so I think the way we do it is so completely
Well, the death penalty itself is odd. It's like the state is going to take your life.
And they were trying to decide how to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird justifications and processes that go into that. I'm not surprised that a lot of it doesn't make a ton of sense to us. Okay, a couple more here. 46 years ago in 1980, Airplane was released. Mm-hmm.
What a great movie.
Oh, loved it.
And 35 years ago, it was 1991, and Axl Rose caused a riot during a Guns N' Roses concert outside of St. Louis when he jumped off the stage and attacked a fan who was videotaping.
Jumped on my friend Stump.
Yeah.
Stump.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was like, what was it? When did they come back again? They didn't come back for like 30 something years.
Yeah.
Last time they came back was the first when they redid their tour. I don't know, maybe it was like 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. And the first thing he's like, well, St. Louis, it's been a while.
Andrew, I'm going to need crispy sips every day.
Siteman Cancer Center Spotlight discussing sarcomas with Dr. Angela Herbie.
In small groups of patients, there is an inherited genetic risk, but this is the vast minority of patients. And we typically identify these groups of individuals because of numerous family members having these rare cancers, and many of them being young. When I say young, anybody under the age of 40.
Thanks to Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer. For more information, visit siteman.washu.edu.
It is 2:47. This time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
With summer here and the kids home full-time, your garage door will see a lot more use. Do it a favor with annual maintenance from Overhead Door Company of St. Louis. The 26-point tune-up is one price for up to 3 garage doors and openers. Get them all done. Trusted in St. Louis for 100 years. Always look for the genuine, the original red ribbon of Overhead Door Company of St. Louis. Since 1926, they're never going to steer you wrong. Schedule online at overheaddoorsstlouis.com.
Sail on down to Busch Stadium for the inaugural Yacht Rock Night on Friday, July 10th. Watch the Cardinals take on the Atlanta Braves. And with the purchase of a special themed ticket, fans will take home an exclusive Cardinals captain's hat. And all week, listen to KMOX for a chance to win a pair of game tickets and theme tickets. Tickets are available at nlb.com/Cardinals. For more information, go to KMOX.com/contests.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you own a business, you've heard it all. From fast funding to easy approvals, everyone says the same thing. LendSeek is different. We show you what you actually qualify for. LendSeek's AI-enabled platform matches you with funding options with no guesswork. Up to $5 million in as fast as 24 hours. If you've been in business over a year, doing at least $50,000 per month, apply for free with zero out-of-pocket costs and access to over 100 lenders. Start ready, stay ready. LendSeek.com. LendSeek.com.
We are on the biggest stage in the world right now, and you know I am talking about soccer. The whole world is paying attention, and FanDuel has decided to change the game. And as you know, if you bet soccer, that sometimes your player gets subbed out, and then what happens? Your bet goes with them. Well, FanDuel says we have a better way to do it. That's not happening anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you are still in it until the final whistle. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started now. I've been telling you about this app for many, many months. I love using it. It's easy to use. All the information you need is right there. FanDuel.com/Missouri. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS. I got an existential one for you.
Let's go.
Rach, you were mentioning something that happened, Civil Rights Act in 62. I was reading something last night, and it doesn't matter what the date was about. It just had the date, June 3rd, 1961. And it just hit me like, oh, you didn't exist. And then it made me really drill down on that, like, you really didn't exist. I guess some religious people, I don't even know what religious people think. Like you were a little spark in the well of souls or something, or God knitted you together at the moment of conception, but doesn't see it just, unless there's something that we really don't know, it just seems like, no, I just wasn't a thing. Not at all.
Okay, can I ask like another existential question
Sure.
to that? What is you? Like when you say I or you
Yeah.
didn't exist, like, well, what does that mean? What do you define as yourself? Is it your thoughts? Because
it depends, because if you believe in an afterlife, then you would have to believe that something other than the meat and the bone and the DNA of Dave is not necessary to exist.
Mm-hmm.
Something outside of that dead corpse can live on.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, well, what about before?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think I've always pictured that me always existing, and I was just like on the quarter machine, and it's like, okay, Dave, you're up. Time to go be born, you know?
yeah, I think some people believe that you're in heaven prior to being born. But I don't think like in like the King James version of the Bible, I don't think it's spelled out as far as where your soul is coming from.
Yeah. Just a thought.
Just something to think about, I guess.
I also thought, what if I could remove 3 things from the world? And I landed on the Savannah Bananas, Jason Kelsey, and Jelly Roll.
Man,
Oh,
I
you're
think
going
about
for
Jelly
deep
Roll
impact, yeah.
She hears about Jelly Roll a
several
lot.
times a day.
I can't stand that mofo.
Jelly Roll is ruling this man's algorithm.
So I was just gonna say, I think at this point, I don't want to blame the victim here, but I feel like perhaps you are seeking out the Jelly Roll more than. I don't see any.
I don't
Jelly
know
Roll.
how.
I never think about or see Jelly Roll ever.
I've never Googled him. I've never searched him.
But you watch the videos when they're presented to you. That's a hate algorithm is a very real thing.
You're right.
Because
It's
you'll
literally every algorithm.
Yeah. I don't know. I mostly see, I don't see, it's 90% garbage, but it's like, it doesn't actively make me mad most of the time. A lot of times, if I see something that makes me mad, you can block those accounts, like
Yeah.
right when you see them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that helps me kind of, that's me
Regulate.
telling them, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this Jelly Roll character.
I couldn't even tell you one of his songs. No
I
offense
couldn't
to
either.
the Jelly Roll fans out there. Is he a country artist?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what he does. Does he rap? I truly do not know.
I know he used to be fat, and now he's not. And people liked him better when he was fat, I think.
Do you know who America has picked to be their representative?
For what?
Everything.
Jelly Roll.
Tom Hanks.
But to like meet the aliens?
Pretty much.
Okay, the other day I was watching Jeopardy, and Ken Jennings referred to Tom Hanks as America's dad.
Yep.
But he doesn't even really play a dad in that many movies.
He's just dad age.
I guess, but I thought that was kind of an odd. I thought it was an odd connection to me.
Yeah.
I don't think of him in a fatherly way.
Wheels, would you
as a castaway on a remote island?
would you join me in the Savannah Bananas not existing anymore?
I'm done with them. I mean, I've never been into it. It's fine. I'm glad people like it. I'm glad it makes baseball fun for some people, but
I'm glad people like it, but I'm willing to trade their enjoyment for my annoyance.
oh, I mean, I have no use for it.
What if they offered you $1 million to play on their team?
Sure, I'd take it.
What a whore.
Yeah. $1 million to play baseball?
But you wouldn't give your dog away for $10 billion.
Nope. That's different.
That's his little baby.
Can't deal with him.
Our nation turns 250 years old. I think that's the perfect reason to raise a beer in celebration of this historic occasion. There's no better place to do that than at St. Louis's own Anheuser-Busch Brewery and Beer Garden. In fact, I'd recommend toasting our nation's birthday with a beer that's celebrating its 150th birthday this year. I'm talking, of course, about Budweiser. The brewery will be open on the 4th of July for tours, and you can watch the World Cup. Learn more at BudweiserTours.com.
Summer is here. Time to enjoy baseball, barbecues, and the shade of your trees. When it comes to tree care, call the certified arborist at Gamma Tree Experts. Hi, I'm Tim Gamma. Protect your valuable trees from storm damage or devastating insects such as the emerald ash borer. Knowledge and quality are hallmarks of our reputation. For pruning, spraying, fertilization, or removals, call Gamma Tree Experts today at 314-725-6159 or visit us at gammatree.com. Your trees deserve the best care.
Tell you guys about Michael's Flooring Outlet. Couldn't be simpler. If you or someone in your circle of friends, your crew, needs new flooring, we have everything that everyone else does, except maybe a couple of places like in Clayton and Ladue that are going to have super, super, super crazy expensive stuff. Now, if you want to go there and shop and take a picture of the SKU and bring it in, we can get that stuff in a couple of weeks and save you a lot of money. But you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Lumber Liquidators or any of those competitions, they're going to have Mohawk, Shaw, Coronet. So do we. Same guy drops it off. We pay the same price. They mark it up. We mark it up. We just mark it up less, and we're a little smaller. So it's not like walking across Six Flags trying to find, Berber carpeting or something. When you need it installed, we're going to do it. We're going to do a great job. It just really is that simple. 3 locations, michaelsflooringoutlet.com.
This year, America celebrates 250 years. 2.5 centuries of courage, sacrifice, and family stories passed down from one generation to the next. Hi, I'm Nick Mako.
And I'm Adam Baselogger, founders of Legacy Box. Your family's piece of the American story is sitting in an attic or closet right now, trapped on aging VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, film reels, and fading photos.
Those boxes hold moments you can never recreate. Your wedding day, your children's voices when they were little, grandparents coming back to life on screen.
Over 2 million families have trusted Legacy Box. And we've just partnered with the USO to digitize fragile handwritten letters from World War II, helping preserve American history for future generations.
As America turns 250, remember that your family is a part of the American story. Preserving those voices, faces, and moments is a part of your responsibility to the next generation. Don't let them disappear on your watch.
Visit legacybox.com/radio for our amazing America 250 sale. That's legacybox.com/radio to save.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Tech, sponsored by Lenseek.
Microsoft is tapping Chevron for a long-term deal to provide natural gas-fired power for a proposed data center campus in West Texas that will cost more than $7 billion. Chevron announced that Project Kilby is expected to begin generating power by 2028, eventually producing up to 2.67 gigawatts of electricity for the data center campus, the equivalent of powering around 2 million homes. I'm Jason Brooks.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 3 o'clock, we've got sunshine right now. It is 94 degrees downtown at the Arch. An extreme heat warning. Here's Dave Murray.
Michael, the steam bath of summer is going to continue right through the holiday weekend. The difference starting tomorrow and continuing Saturday and Sunday, we have to watch for a couple of pop thunderstorms, fairly isolated, but if you were to get under one, they would produce some very heavy rain, some thunder and lightning, and some gusty winds, but would not last very long. Again, we all know the drill. We have to watch the sky, be ready to move inside, let it ride out, and then get right back out again. All the details with my forecast for the holiday coming up.
City police are cracking down on downtown teen takeovers this weekend and through the summer.
They came downtown with fireworks, and they had firework wars. And then that escalated into other things a couple of years ago. We're not going to have that happen again.
Chief of Police Robert Tracy describing the downtown chaos of the 2024 4th of July. He says while the modified curfew is new this year, children found violating it will be detained as they were last year.
If our officers find your child out after curfew, you will have to pick them up at the Reunification Center, where resources will be provided by the Office of Violence Prevention, the SLMPD, and our juvenile detectives. Parents will be cited.
Mayor Kara Spencer says beyond the curfew, the city is teaming up with the Boys and Girls Club to set up safe activities for children this weekend.
Fun activities like a mobile Y gaming truck, art lessons by St. Louis Artworks, music, basketball, badminton, and board games. Chess teachers will also be available to teach the game.
Sean Malone, KMOX News.
The city's plan to spend $255 million from the Rams settlement money is passed by Alderman, now heads to the mayor's desk. The vote was 12-3. Funds will go to tornado recovery, infrastructure, and downtown projects. But not everybody's convinced the north side is getting enough. Alderwoman Sharon Tyus voted no and challenged supporter Rasheen Aldrich.
You represent North St. Louis. Why didn't you say, let's put some more in North St. Louis?
Well, actually, I did put more in North St. Louis. Like it or love the amount.
The bill includes at least $120 million for tornado recovery and north side redevelopment.
Attention to baggage carousel area.
More than $25 million federal dollars headed to St. Louis Lambert International Airport for runway repairs. Congressman Wesley Bell announced the FAA grant today, saying the money will go toward improving runway pavement and reducing debris hazards. Bell has now secured more than $58 million for Lambert this year alone. Falling enrollment is forcing St. Louis University to cut jobs. The Post-Dispatch reports that SLU will eliminate more than 35 open faculty positions and 45 staff jobs on top of filled positions that have already been cut. President Ed Feeser says the school expects to end the fiscal year with a modest deficit after enrollment fell 15% this year to about 13,000 students. He previously addressed enrollment with KMOX in 2025.
What we have to, all of us do, I think, in higher education is recognize there is a more diverse set of students out there of all walks of life who need access to higher education of various kinds, and we need to adjust to that. That's an appropriate response to the situation we're in.
It's the second round of cuts in 2 years. In 2024, SLU trimmed 20 positions and froze 130 vacancies. Janine Pirro, the U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C., says former U.S. Olympian David Hearn faces a felony charge for alleged vandalism at the reflecting pool.
Hearn willfully destroyed property at the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. This was a deliberate act to damage the reflecting pool at the National Mall.
Let's get an update of a St. Louis Business Index now. We take you to Stiefel and Scott Bedell. Scott?
Good afternoon, Michael. Hello, everyone. Another trading day with lopsided performance as blue chips reach a record close, but technology stocks hitting continued turbulence. At the 3 p.m. closing bell, the Dow Jones Industrial Average had advanced 594 points, or 1.1%, to finish at 52,899. The Standard & Poor's 500 index went the other direction, losing a half point at 7,482, while NASDAQ was the big decliner on the day, down 0.8% to 25,832. Locally, the Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index up 0.4%, finishing at 1,711. Checking on some stocks of local interest, Reinsurance Group of America gained 2.5% to $221 even. Bear Corporation up 9.5%, finishing at $15.18. Stifel Financial added 1.8% to $73.17. On the downside, ESCO Technology lost 2% at $332.78, while Caleres fell 5.5%. They finish at $11.71. As a reminder, financial markets are closed tomorrow in light of the federal holiday. I'll be back with you again on Monday afternoon. In the meantime, have a wonderful holiday weekend, everyone.
We've got a crash on 70 going west at Route A. That's got the left lane closed. Stall 44 going east at Jamison. That's on the right side.
We are definitely in an instant replay weather pattern with the dome of summer right over the eastern two-thirds of the nation. Sunny, hot, and humid as we go through our Thursday afternoon. 98 for the high. The record is 101 from 1933. Tonight, mostly clear skies and steamy. We will very slowly drop out of the 90s this evening at 78 for the low. Friday, sunny, hot, and humid. But we're going to add the chance of a pop thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. That's been in the forecast all week long. 95 degrees. I don't see any reason to change that idea Saturday and Sunday. Sunny, hot, and humid with one or two pop thunderstorms here and there. And over the holiday weekend, each day 95 degrees. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by McKelvey Homes. We've got sunshine, it's 94, and the feels like is 97 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
McKelvey Homes is breaking ground on something new in O'Fallon, Strawberry Farms. When McKelvey builds something, they do it right. Visit McKelvey Homes to schedule a tour at Strawberry Farms in O'Fallon. Visit McKelveyHomes.com today and move up to McKelvey.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Few minutes past 3 p.m. Happy Thursday. We'll be on tomorrow from 1 to 2, and then the pregame takes over, and the game is at 3. The guys will be here Monday. I'm taking a day off, and then we have another day game on Tuesday, right?
That's a doubleheader.
That's right.
Yep. So we might have some time in between. Kind of weird.
Why do you ruin everything
I'm just saying,
for me?
I just got to think. I got to think it out. You
My
know,
It's a God.
1:15 game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. They changed it.
Oh, they did change it?
Yeah, we know more about baseball than you do, Wheeler.
Because the schedule is, well, have at it. Do the pregame.
Wow,
for me.
Wheeler really doesn't know much about baseball.
That's one of my
Don't
nightmares,
threaten me with doing the
actually.
pregame.
That's one of my nightmares is like, Rachel, everyone else at KMOX is sick. You have to do the pregame.
You and Andrew doing play-by-play for Ricky and John.
Yeah, he just hit
It'd be
that
like
ball.
designated survivor.
Yes. Which, by the way, Janelle's here. Hello, Janelle.
Hi, how are you?
You can follow her on line at Holy L. Is that a good show? Did anyone watch it?
Which one?
I made
Designated Survivor with
it like
Kiefer?
2 or 3 episodes and bailed.
Oh, did you?
Susan watched the whole thing.
Okay. Because I've seen it on TikTok, and it's kind of intriguing.
It's a good idea. It's just very network TV.
Not well, executed.
I mean, it may be for network TV, but it just, you know what I mean by that, right? It does the whole thing where they got to explain everything to you, really, this is going to come next. Okay, thank you. I do like Kiefer Sutherland a lot, but it's like he's almost the anti-Jack Bauer in that.
Yeah.
In the sense that he's like almost like, I'm just a baby. I don't even know what to do. At least in the first few episodes. It might have changed as that went along.
Nice.
So what's new? What have you? Well, first of all, your trip. You want to talk about that at all? You want to keep it private?
No. I mean, I didn't see any movies because of my trip.
Yeah. Well,
I think the only thing I missed.
We better talk about the trip a lot.
The only thing I missed was Minions and Monsters. So
I think you're fine.
I think we'll be okay.
That was actually my most anticipated film of 2026.
I'm so sorry. But I much preferred my vacation, my mini vacation, my vacation appetizer, as it were, because I'm actually going on an official vacation 2 weeks from today. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So got to spend some time out in Arizona. Spent a lot of time by the pool. Did some kayaking on the Salt River, which I highly recommend for anybody to do if they go out there. It's so fun. There's wild horses that come out into the river. It's amazing. Visited the University of Arizona because I like to see college campuses in different states and different cities.
How'd it hit you?
It was so beautiful. And I love to see their college football stadium. I like to see college football stadiums, just how huge they are. And so, yeah, enjoyed that. Like I said, did kayaking. Went to this really kind of kitschy place called the Rooster Ostrich Cogburn Farm between Tucson and Mesa. And you can feed like miniature donkeys and goats and ostriches and deer and stingrays. I love those kind of places that are off the beaten path. Yeah, and then actually got to click another stadium off my list. I got to go to a Diamondbacks game on Monday. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of the animal thing, I started saying I don't have any regrets in life. I have nothing but regrets in life.
I was gonna say your whole show is full of
who am I even attempting to fool? All these people I've been in front of for 4 hours a day for 26 years. I'm like, let me tell you a lie about me. But when Phoebe and I were in Colorado and we went to the Great Sand Dunes National Park, one of the best days we've ever had. And then when we were driving back on this impossibly long, desolate road, there are these little, sideshow attractions. And one was like alligators. And they said, we have the alligator from Happy Gilmore.
Oh.
And I still regret not pulling in there. Like, I don't know. Because I'm a dad. And I'm like, we need to make good time to get back to the condo.
When you're on a trip, it's all about making time.
Yeah.
No.
And then he died, the crocodile.
See?
So, yeah, there's this wildlife park somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, that's on the way to Alabama, and we would drive past it every time, taking the kid back and forth, and it's like a safari. You drive through it. They've got all the real wild animals. And I'm like, that sounds cool, but I just don't want to lose time.
That's ridiculous. There's just nothing there's nothing I ever feel in a rush for. I just don't what am I going to do? Rush back and sit on my couch? That's just that just doesn't make sense to me. No, we've done the African safari that was in Arizona, where the zebras and the giraffes and everything will come right up to you. It's really, I love that kind of stuff. I like that probably more. Now I love to eat. I mean, do not think that I did not put on weight on this little trip. I ate as much as Let me tell you something. Arizona has a thing, too, about stuffing donuts with ice cream. And I love it. I don't think
I've ever had that thought before.
That sounds pretty amazing.
There's a place called Novel Ice Cream in Arizona that they take a glazed donut, cut it like a bagel, and then shove whatever flavor of ice cream that you want, and then you can have toppings on it. So I think we got it like a glazed donut with peanut butter ice cream and Reese's Puffs on the outside. Yeah. And then they also do a Leslie Knope one for anybody that's watched Parks and Rec. She loves waffles, and they do ice cream wrapped in a waffle. Not a waffle cone, but an actual waffle.
That sounds amazing also.
Yeah. So then at the Diamondback Stadium, they have a churro dog. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a chocolate long john. Cut like a hot dog bun.
Okay. Oh, with a churro inside it.
With a churro.
Okay. That sounds amazing.
With a churro, and then it's topped with ice cream and whipped cream.
Okay.
And
I thought you were going to be like a hot dog inside a churro, and I was
No.
That actually sounds kind of good to me.
No, so yeah, put on plenty of weight.
A donut and a churro together? That's just great.
Oh, it was so good. Like I'm saying, Arizona has something about donuts filled with ice cream, and I couldn't be happier about it. Yeah, so.
It does sound pretty good.
Love the food. I love going to different stadiums and trying something that's unique to that ballpark. Camden had crab cake covered French fries.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
That sounds really good. Kind of nervous about the Fenway one in a couple weeks because it's I don't know how good this would be in 90-degree weather, but it's like a lobster roll covered with poutine, and I'm like, I don't know. And then clam chowder, and I'm like, I don't know. 90-degree heat, I don't know how that's gonna sit.
Yeah. I do like poutine though.
Yeah. So, but Diamondbacks have a bucket of nachos, and I'm talking about a bucket of
yeah, we talked about it, I think.
Yeah.
I think we brought it up on the show.
Wheels.
I think we asked how much whether two of us could take it down or not.
No.
Yeah, it's 5 pounds or something.
Wheels, what's your favorite stadium, football, baseball, that you've been to?
Oh, man, that's such a hard question. It's biased, but probably the old Orange Bowl down in Miami, just because of what it was. It was college team was awesome. It was always packed. It was old and dirty and nasty, and it wasn't pretty at all. It was just great. But I'm
It
also
was
biased
filthy.
because
Sounds
I was probably
wonderful.
there 40 times. You're there all the time for all the games.
That almost sounds sentimental.
Busch Stadium is high on my baseball list, like really high on my baseball list. Old Tiger Stadium was really cool. I think Wrigley's overrated. I think it's cool, but I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I've been to PNC Park, and I was just telling him that outside of the view, I was not impressed with the park itself.
Yeah.
Like the bathrooms are super. Comparing it to Busch, it's just like again. The view is great, but outside of that, once that kind of goes away, you're just like, all
Yeah,
right.
I've only been to Wrigley the one time last year, and it sort of struck me like a 1973 Gran Torino. It's just kind of like everything's falling apart.
You're sure.
But that was the charm of it to me. Like, oh, this place is a crap hole,
It's a
but
cool
it's so
place.
cool.
I just don't think it's as cool as people make it out to be.
Yeah, so far, I know, it sounds really biased, but I've been to Milwaukee and Camden and now the Arizona Chase Field and they say Milwaukee. Yeah, a few of them. And Busch has a great view. It's clean inside. It's just, it's hard to beat so far.
Yeah. Oh, I left one out. Lambeau is amazing. Lambeau Field is amazing. I know they've done renovations since I've been there, so I'm sure it's different, but it felt like going into a time machine.
Yeah.
Because you're literally in a subdivision.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the stadium is surrounded by homes, and like the whole town is shut down, and people are like charging for parking in their driveway and on their lawn, and it's cool, man. It's a different. If you've never done it, it's definitely a must do if you're a sports person.
It was nice last season. I haven't been to, I've probably been to half dozen games this year. And last year I went to about 40, and I went to half of those by myself because I like doing that on Sundays. And you know me, I have to talk to everybody. So I was like the St. Louis ambassador. And when I was sitting next to people like from Iowa or something or coming in, to see their team, I was very impressed and very happy because almost to a person, they're like, oh my God, this is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really beautiful stadium.
It is a really nice stadium. I did like Camden just because of the history, and it just has that. It almost feels like a small ballpark feel, and I enjoyed it.
It is kind of small.
It is very,
Yeah.
but I so far my favorites still are the non-roofed.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Stadiums.
Yeah, like I was saying, Ackerman and Michael Kelly and I went to the World Baseball Classic between Venezuela and Dominican in Miami, and it's a closed stadium, and it was the best sporting event I've ever been to, the best energy, but the lighting and the vibe was sort of like back rooms.
You feel like it's kind of soulless.
Yeah.
It does. It feels a little anesthetic. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Tell you guys about my friend Mark Cantor, attorney at law. And I'm not going to spend half my 60 seconds going off on the other attorneys. You know I hate them. But I'm really just looking out for you guys. And I don't think you're stupid. And so I think you're smart enough to realize that, if I can send my case to a law firm where I'll be literally one of 3 million, because they said they had 3 million last year, that doesn't sound great to me. That doesn't sound like a lot of focus. The doctor I go to is a concierge doc. He doesn't have that many patients, which means I can go in anytime I want, have a 90-minute, session with him. That's kind of how Cantor Injury Law is. It is the perfect size to be a St. Louis law firm to handle St. Louis personal injury cases. They're not looking to expand to KC. They're not looking to expand to Memphis. They are focused on us here in St. Louis. He has decades of experience as a true trial attorney. As I always tell you guys, the dirty little secret is that most people who call themselves a trial attorney are actually terrified to pick a jury and go to trial because it's complicated. It's difficult. It's easy to lose and easy to look like a fool. Mark Cantor would love to talk to you about your case. So if you or someone you care about is injured, you think someone else may be at fault, 314-628-9999, CantorInjuryLaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
History That Doesn't Suck is a legit, hard-hitting American history podcast told through entertaining stories. As we approach America's 250th anniversary, now might be the time to go back and learn how we got here. With more than 200 episodes, you can binge your way, decade by decade, defining event to defining event, from the founding into the 20th century. Join me, Professor Greg Jackson, for History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Need to order food for your workplace?
Yep.
That's a rhetorical question. Who are you?
Oh, I'm May, an admin who loves EasyCater.
Well, may I continue? I'm the voice of EasyCater. And don't you have work?
Actually, EasyCater saves me so much time ordering food for the office, I thought I'd take a minute to spread the word.
Well, this is a 30-second spot, and we're halfway through, so...
Right. EasyCater gives you a huge variety of restaurants to feed your workplace. Any group size, any budget, anytime, anywhere. How's that?
You trying to take my gig?
Start an order at easycater.com.
What's going on here?
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
If you are looking for a place for independent living for older adults, the place is Fairwinds River's Edge in St. Charles. It was voted U.S. News and World Report's best independent living for 5 consecutive years. They have social events for the residents there, wellness programs. Just go to fairwindsriversedge.com. Schedule a tour and hear about all of the great new updated spaces, all the dining, the social events, the best. fairwindsriversedge.com.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Still here, still trusted. The voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS. Andrew, I don't know if you clocked this last night, but Ian Mackey was on the think tank, and when I was leaving, I see this car ominously just sitting still running, like the parking brakes are on, right behind my Jeep. And I'm like, okay, this is a little bit weird. Like, there's no one around, and he's just sitting behind my Jeep, and it's like a stalker or whatever. And he just wasn't moving. I just kept walking closer to my Jeep. I'm like, well, this is going to be awkward. Like, he's blocking me in. And I get up there, and I'm like, ready to fight. And it's Ian Mackey. And he goes, oh, gosh, okay, because I had, burped my thing to unlock it. And he goes, I was calling Andrew to tell him that there's a Jeep out here with his lights on. And I was like, so relieved I didn't have to fight someone. So
I had an awkward moment in the parking garage last night, too. Andrew and I were walking out, and I was excited about crispy sips coming in. And I was like, oh, what time are they coming in? And Andrew said 2. And I, just being goofy with my friend as we were walking away from each other, I yelled, oh, hell yeah. And there was someone sitting in the car right next to mine. And they, closed their door real fast to, get away from me. And I literally said out loud, I said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize anyone was here.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Want some fun
That needs
facts?
to be our new call sign. Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, what's he doing just sitting in his car?
Well, and the windows were
Weirdo.
tinted too, so I couldn't see
Yeah, that's
who was
on
judging
him.
me.
Yeah.
The Caesar salad was once voted the International Society of Epicures in Paris as the greatest recipe to ever originate from the Americas.
It is quite delicious.
Yeah.
You get a little homemade Caesar dressing going.
Good little recipe.
Oh, yeah.
Peppercorns are the most used spice in the U.S.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Really?
Pepper.
Yeah.
More than salt? Or is salt not considered a spice?
Mustard is second.
Mustard.
Coleslaw, staying with food, comes from the Dutch. It's from coleslaw, meaning cabbage salad. That wasn't interesting at all.
Coleslaw.
I apologize.
I thought it was cold slaw because it's cold.
Cool slaw.
Coleslaw sounds like your dad pitching you.
Right.
It's it's not a normal vegetable. Vegetable. It's cool.
Oh, I love this story.
Coleslaw.
Police in Wisconsin were called to a wedding reception where two people were injured with gunshot wounds. And the reason it all started was because one of the groomsmen ate meatballs with his bare hands.
Well, if you're going to shoot somebody.
That definitely sounds like it involves some drinking.
He called them cool balls.
Wait a minute, in Wisconsin?
they're cool
Come on
balls.
now. I mean, aren't they known for
I'm
the
surprised he didn't
heaviest
just
drinking?
grab the cheese tray.
And what happened was the guy just starts eating, meatballs with his hands. And someone says, you're a monster, get a plate. And then he's like, why don't you just blah, blah, blah. And then the gunplay starts. And evidently the guy doing the shooting was defending the honor of the meatball eater.
I love the fact that you actually read this story.
Oh, yes.
A lot of times you're like, I never read past that line.
No. If this
They've had to do
this
due
were about
diligence on
world
this.
politics,
This one had him at hello.
yeah. Normally, I come to you guys with a headline,
Right.
and then Rach reads it in real time, and she's like, "That's not even close." but then
Yes, this one.
this one ends with the bride chasing down one of the guys and tackling one of the guys.
Dang.
Yeah.
She said, "You have any idea how much money I spent on this? You're ruining my
You're
day."
ruining it.
Yeah.
The Travis and
Taylor
wedding will happen tomorrow.
It's rumored
It's going
to be, tonight,
to be
though.
10 hours long.
Oh, for God's sake.
Not the ceremony, but
Whatever. It's still
doors
too
open
long.
at 3:30 p.m. Reception ends at 2 a.m.
I hope they film the whole thing. I want to see.
Mm.
And
And
the
there's
other
only
day,
100 people coming.
What's that?
There's only 100 people coming.
To Madison Square Garden?
Yes, sir.
Why do you have Madison Square Garden for 100 people?
Because they're building a castle.
And then, you know what?
You just suck if
I
you're doing
honestly thought it was a bouncy castle the first,
That
the
would be
first time
great.
I saw it.
That
I
would be
thought-
kind of
If-
charming.
honestly, if it was just a big bounce house, I would just
Yeah, but-
respect the hell out of it.
Exactly.
I was thinking, oh, she's doing this to help Travis out.
Travis is like, "Can we have a bouncy castle, please?"
That would be so
Please.
great.
Eat all your broccoli, and then we can maybe have a bounce
Exactly.
house.
That's when
maybe.
I was like, oh, look, she's catering to him.
Mitch is in the stream. He says, hopefully it's a time outless Thursday. Mitch, you don't know how bad it is right now.
Man, we got some itchy trigger fingers in this studio.
Between me and Andrew, we're ready to go.
Yeah, he's out of here. Don't worry.
I mean, just to give you an idea how rough it is right now, Andrew's actually second in command on the band command. Dave's like,
Yeah.
You're on a heater today.
Yeah,
I
Andrew was-
am.
yeah,
He hasn't done it yet, though.
Nope.
You've been like,
Nope.
whoa.
I got the red ass.
See? Glutes.
Yeah,
Hey, we're right back to the butt.
you're right.
I feel like I should stop
I can't
banning.
get away from it.
I'm worried if I keep banning Mitch for 5 seconds at a time that YouTube's gonna suspend his account or something.
Yeah, it's going to affect his standing.
It's all
on
fun
other
and games
shows.
until it becomes too long term.
You banned him? Don't ban Mitch.
Yeah, I banned him.
He'll be back by the time Dave gets
He'll be
here.
back.
It's
It's
a
like
temporary ban.
it's like a 2-minute ban or something.
It's a cute.
He's used to it.
There's
It's
a
a cute
permanent
band.
one, and then there's a timeout. Mitch got a timeout.
There's the cute one, and then there's the permanent one.
Pulling someone's pigtails.
Yeah, but I am worried again if I keep doing that he's actually YouTube's gonna fine him.
Didn't stop you from doing it though, did you?
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say.
I'm not that worried.
Man.
Tell you guys about my friend Stewie at Stewart's American Mortgage. And okay, two things. The human, Stewie, he's a great guy, really cares about his people. Will leave no stone unturned to make sure that you get the very best interest rate, the best terms, the best everything, so that you can get the home that you want, right? So good guy, really cares about his people. Secondly, he made a decision years ago that no one else in St. Louis has ever made. There's nothing stopping them other than greed. But Stewie said, you know what? I'm just going to originate all the loans. I'm not going to hire commissioned salespeople to go out and beat the streets and try to bring back business for me. And I'm going to save a lot of money, and I'm going to take that money, and I'm going to pay off everyone's fees. And so that's why it's called the bagel loan, because the bagel looks like a zero and it's zero fees. And that's been very, very good for him. And one of my people, one of you, the DGS listeners, about 2 months ago, called Stewie and said, I'm about halfway through a mortgage with another company and I brought you up. And the guy, to his credit, said, you know what? I won't be able to beat Stewie's financial terms because of the whole bagel loan. So she went with Stewie. So you get the best terms from a really great guy. You have his cell phone number. Like, I'm going to give it to you now. Use it liberally. For real, you can text him tonight at midnight and say, hey, I'm interested. 314-324-4440. 324-4440. NMLS 226715.
Before a nation, there was an idea. Before freedom, there was a sacrifice. This year, KMOX marks America's 250th birthday. Step into history with John Hancock and Michael Kelly, Sunday mornings at 8, as they pull you into the moment where everything was on the line. This is the sound of a nation being born. Celebrate America, 250 years strong, with Hancock and Kelly, Sunday mornings at 8, only on KMOX. Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, they just cleared I guess it was a crash is what it looks like to me. Cleared it to the shoulder, westbound Highway 70, just immediately past Highway A. Westbound 70, you've got some slow traffic west of 94 to Zumba, a little busy at K, and then it jams at Bryan Road all the way out to Highway A because of this crash. Again, there's just on the shoulder now, and they just cleared a crash as well. Northbound 170, just north of Olive, traffic is slow. Back at Ladue up to Olive, and then it's opening up, so that's getting better pretty quickly, actually. Westbound 64, Science Center out to McCausland, you've got delays. It's backed up Lake St. Louis Boulevard to 70. South 270, Olive to Ladue, 64 through Manchester, the busiest parts. If you're on southbound 55, right at Highway M, most of the way down to Highway Z, it's busy on the Illinois side. Eastbound 64, Route 3, over to 5570, you've got delays, and again from 111 to 157, eastbound 70, east of the Mutual Veterans through Packers Avenue, westbound 64, west of 3rd Street across the Poplars, kind of heavy as well. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Freedom 250. Join the U.S. Air Force Band of Mid-America July 1st through July 7th across St. Louis as we celebrate America's 250-year legacy with free concerts. No tickets required. Details at afbandtix.org. That's afbandtix.org.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything that hasn't gone your way could probably be blamed on your father not being emotionally available because his father wasn't emotionally available, and so on. And now that you're calm and healing, you're probably driving better too.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You feel it every time you check out. Prices up, paychecks stretched.
families squeezed. That's why Ann Wagner's fighting to get government off your back and out of your way. Wagner passed the largest tax cut in American history, expanded child tax credits, ended taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. And Wagner is working to lower costs so families keep more of their hard-earned money. But Ann Wagner knows delivering for Missouri means more than just protecting their wallets. It means protecting our streets as well. That's why Wagner fought to secure our border, deport dangerous illegal aliens, partner with law enforcement, and put predators behind bars and off our streets so our neighborhoods and communities stay safe. Because real effective leadership protects what matters most: your money, your family, your safety. Ann Wagner for Congress.
I'm Ann Wagner, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Ann Wagner for Congress.
Today, the Cards, the Braves.
Cameron Total Access 520. First pitch 6:15.
Cardinals Radio. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Dave Murray's weather forecast is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force Band of Mid-America's 4th of July concert series.
Welcome back, DGS 336. Dave is out today. He straight up lied to you yesterday. Swore he'd be here today, and he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going. But we have a live look, Rach.
We are all set to roll into the long holiday weekend, and we continue to deal with a summertime heat wave. However, our big dome of high pressure is sliding a touch off to the east. That's going to allow a little weakening of the high pressure, and that's going to open the door to some pop thunderstorms. Also, at the same time, a high pressure is going to develop over the desert southwest. So we're kind of getting in between those as we get into next week. And what that means is it opens up a northwest flow. Now, it's not a huge cool down, but I do think next week temperatures will be 5, maybe 6 degrees cooler than we have been this week. But tomorrow it continues. It's sunny, it's hot, it's humid, maybe a pop afternoon and evening thunderstorm. Most will not see anything, but where they pop, they will produce some really heavy downpours of rain over a short period of time, some gusty winds and a little bit of thunder and lightning. They're not severe, but we need to kind of pay attention to the sky. Be ready to get inside and then come right back out. They don't last very long. 95 on Friday. Friday night, couple of pop evening thunderstorms. Otherwise, it's a steamy night, 78 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, sunny, hot, and humid. Each day could bring a couple of pop thunderstorms, mainly afternoon and evening variety, and 95 degrees for high temperatures Saturday and again on Sunday. The biggest thing these storms will do, yes, it could knock out our temperatures by quite a bit, by 10 to 15 degrees, but the humidity will spike. And again, they're very isolated, so a lot of us will not see anything at all. But again, we know the story with these pop thunderstorms. We just kind of watch the sky and be ready. And I still think a little bit cooler by about 5, maybe 6 degrees as we get into next week as the northwest flow returns. There you have it. Hope you have a great and safe holiday weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Andrew, you have a couple of intriguing things on the Google Doc today. I'm going to shoot them both out there, and you can pick. Andrew says, our society does not value life, and it breaks my heart. Followed by, wow, endless shrimp really did almost cook Red Lobster.
I'll go with the life one.
Okay.
I am specifically referring to this shooting at the gas station in Ferguson a couple days ago.
Okay.
And what I stumbled upon on the internet was something that made me very sad, which was a video from that shooting site. And it's just a guy like walking around filming everything. And if you don't know, the victim that died in that shooting was a mother who was there with her 2 young kids, who was just getting them drinks from the gas station and ended up getting kind of caught in the crossfire and shot in front of her 2 kids. And the kids are running up to this guy who's like filming on TikTok live, and they're screaming like, please help, please call 911. I'm begging you, please help me. And the guy is just like, so he just like films the kid while the kid's like screaming for help. And he's, you can hear him on the video like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And it's like, it just feels like our society doesn't, like I said in the thing, it just feels like we don't value life anymore.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We don't take into consideration, oh, these kids just saw their mom die in front of them and they're panicking and they don't know what to do. And instead we just we just whip out our phones and start filming, so that we can get, TikTok likes or Instagram likes or whatever.
Should that be a form of a crime? Not offering any help, like not, I'm not saying like tend to the wounded because you're not a medic or whatever, but like if I don't even know what it would be. It might even just be a fine or a ticket, but like refusing to help in a situation like that seems like it's pretty terrible. I don't know if it qualifies, though. It might be a bit much to.
I mean, it's certainly to me a crime against humanity.
Yeah.
It just, you can't, it's not possible, and I didn't see this, but from what Andrew's describing, it's not possible that you're a good person.
No.
If you are filming content of a murder in real time and small children are asking you to help and you keep filming, you can't be a good person.
No,
I wouldn't think so, no.
No, I think social media has warped some people's brains, and they feel like they're just living online. Even when they're out and about in society, I still think like you get like the people that like at the baseball games, like those fans that were like screaming cruel things to players about their mothers and family members. Like, did you forget that you're not online? I'm not advocating that you do it online, but it's almost like you feel like there's no separation between who you are. I mean, some people, they act like Billy Badass online, and then in person they're meek, but there's some people I don't know if they know how to even draw that distinction between what they type and then how they act in public anymore.
Yeah, it's a good point, because years before this, at least I would always think and say, and Reels, I know you've said it too, like these people would never say that to your face or this and that.
Most wouldn't.
But now it's becoming more not acceptable, but tolerated, like what went on at the golf outing the other day. And someone, Jordan Spieth, maybe I could be conflating two stories, was saying that he thinks it's largely because of gambling.
Which is
sports
ironic,
gambling.
Which is ironic because the first two posts that he has on Twitter are him promoting FanDuel.
I know.
So it's like
really,
yeah. So he was out there, like talking about it in his presser, and everybody was like, "Isn't this you?" And they were posting screenshots of his. I mean, like they
That's
were the
interesting.
first two tweets on his page were him promoting FanDuel, and they're like, "Didn't care about taking that money though, did you?"
Yeah, I think it's way too simple to blame it on the gambling being legalized. I think it's more the social breakdown of norms that social media has caused.
Sure.
Because literally everything can be a trigger for that. It's not just people who bet on games. It can literally be anything. That where people just lose their minds or they don't know how to act right or whatever.
And now they want to go viral by acting, and they know that acting crazy and out of pocket is going to get, you clicks, and it's going to get you clout, and it's going to make the worst people famous like it has. So
I think to go back to Wheels' question of should it be illegal to not help, I don't know the answer to that, because I don't know if you can legislate kindness and compassion. However, I think it should be illegal to host that kind of content on your platform.
Yeah, and without permission from the people involved. Yeah.
So if we can't control someone's empathy, and we can't make someone make the right decision to stop filming and to call 911, what we can do is hold the social media platforms accountable and say, you are not to host content like that. If you are caught hosting it, then you suffer a consequence. So you better get your users on the right track. I don't know. We just seem to leave them out of the equation entirely a lot of times in these conversations. But it's like there's an incentive to act poorly. Like we've all been saying this whole segment. That gets more attention than anything else.
Yeah.
Who is really the one who can change that? An individual can change it. You can make a better choice as an individual.
Yeah.
But the infrastructure that needs to change are these tech companies.
It's a lot like Wheeler always talking about, if you want to put a dent in illegal immigration, go after the employers. And if you want to put a dent in bad behavior online, hold TikTok responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, most of it's going to fall under First Amendment stuff. Because in a public place, there's no expectation of privacy. Right? So that poor family that's dealing with that, you're in a public place, there would be no expectation that would not be something
but there
out
is
in
an
the world.
expectation to not film minors.
Well,
and
I would agree with that.
And
yeah.
even outside of that, there's an expectation for you to comport yourself as a platform in a way that's human.
Right.
And so if enough of us say to TikTok or X or whatever, hey, that's not cool, then it would make a difference.
Yeah. But look at how they've treated like predators. You know, people preying on kids. They basically do nothing about it, or they wait till it's too late, till something bad happens.
Andrew, to your Red Lobster story, I have some information.
Okay.
Yeah, I read 2 articles last night, and one of them had to do with Red Lobster, and where I haven't been in 30 years. But there's this company called Thai, something as in like Thai food, that owned a big stake in Red Lobster, and they basically bled it out, sort of like in Goodfellas when they, or The Sopranos when they like bought a restaurant. They're just like, yeah, we're going to torch the place. And they sold all that shrimp to Red Lobster and had
For
them
massively inflated prices.
do the $20 deal for massively inflated prices, and then just bled them until Red Lobster's like, we're insolvent. And they're like, oh, too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, sold them all the shrimp and then made them sell the shrimp for, super cheap.
Yeah.
And so they needed to keep coming back for more shrimp. 2 a.m.
Sounds like a dealer and a user.
Tell you guys about Universal Windows Direct, and I'll just make the point I've been making, which you guys probably already knew. I didn't because I'm dumb. But your windows play about a third of the, what goes into the equation of how hot your house is, how cold your house is in the winter, what you're paying for electric, what you're paying for gas, and so it's not just, these windows are difficult to open and clean and they don't look very good. It's a monetary thing. And for as little relatively as you're going to pay for Universal Windows Direct windows, you can kind of pay for them. I'm not sure how long it would take, a year, 2 years, 5, I'm not sure, in decreased heating and cooling bills. They're a great company. They have great windows. They stand, behind them. Once you buy one, you're not going to pay for it again. If something breaks or it needs replaced, we're going to do that for you. You buy 4 windows, you get 4 windows for free. You have 4 years, 48 months of 0% interest financing, same as cash. So 4 full years, 0 interest, making it one of the easiest ways to invest in your home. 314-334-2522 or log on to universalwindowsdirect.com.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th westbound Highway 70, west of 94 out to Zumbel Slow. There's stop-and-go pockets from about T.R. Hughes all the way out through Lake St. Louis Boulevard and then A to Z in the Wentzville area. It's due to an earlier crash we had at Highway A. It's completely cleared now. It's not even out there on the shoulder any longer. Westbound 64 Science Center out through McCausland's heavy. West of Lindbergh to Ballas is slow, and you're jammed from Lake St. Louis Boulevard out into that westbound 70 ramp. Southbound 270 approaching Olive down to Ladou's busy. After that is wide open to 55. Westbound 44 heavy traffic just through that 141 area. Southbound 55M most of the way down to Highway Z is busy, and then from A down to 67 you've got slow traffic again. Westbound 64 slow across the Poplar. Eastbound 64 Barack Obama Avenue over onto 5570, and then 111 through 157 is backed up. Westbound 64 is a little slow, just passing 159 and across the Poplar. Eastbound 70 is the usual delay as you approach Packers Avenue. Southbound 170, it looks like we have an incident near the U Club Tower. It's backed up at the Parkway now, and North 170 just kind of slow around Hanley. As America celebrates its 250th anniversary, Steve Butts and everyone at Crawford Butts Insurance extend their heartfelt wishes for a safe and joyous 4th of July celebration. For generations, Crawford Butts has been proud to serve the community. Steve Butts and the entire Crawford Butts family wish America a very happy 250th. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
The soundtrack of classic rock is coming to Hollywood Casino Amphitheater August 6th. Leonard Skinner and Foreigner joining forces for one epic night of legendary hits and unforgettable memories. It's the Double Trouble Double Vision Tour. From Sweet Home Alabama to Cold as Ice. Don't miss your chance to experience these 2 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame acts in one incredible show. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
All right, guys, Kevin Wheeler here. I want to tell you about Burn Balance Complex, which you can pick up at supplement superstores. And the broad description of it is very simple. It's a complete metabolism system, right? So if you're someone that doesn't want to go get a prescription, someone that doesn't want to go get injections, but you want a little extra help to get your body kind of functioning the way that it should. That's what Burn Balance Complex does for you. It helps your body work with you to boost the metabolism so you're burning calories the way you did maybe when you were younger, or the way you would if your body was working at an optimal level. And I think the latest study I saw was something like 80% of people are running below optimal levels on their metabolism. So what Burn Balance Complex does is kind of level that off. Plus, you get all these extra added benefits. And look, I'm speaking from experience. If I didn't get the benefit from Burn Balance Complex, I wouldn't use it. The fact that I use it means I'm feeling it. So in addition to noticing the difference when your clothes fit better, your belt fits a little tighter, whatever, in addition to noticing those things, you notice these other things too, like a little bit lower stress level, lower cortisol levels, which can help with better sleep. You get the appetite and craving control, which is a really big part of reaching fitness goals. And then all-day focused energy, no jitters, no crash like you get from energy drinks, nothing like that. And nothing like this is magic, okay? You don't just get to take the Burn Balance Complex and reach your goals. It's not how it works. You still have to make good decisions. I still have to do the workouts, right? We still have to do our part. But the Burn Balance Complex is the little assistant that makes doing those things easier than it is without. So get out to supplement superstores, explain your goals to them, tell them what you're looking to do, and then don't forget to drop my name. Tell them Kevin Wheeler sent you, and they'll knock 30% off the Burn Balance Complex. And you can find your location at supplementsuperstores.com.
It's 3:50. This time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Income is the outcome that matters the most in retirement. Join us for Kickin' with the Rickens, Redefining Retirement with Jerry Ricken and Heidi Ricken Provost every Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on KMOX, and get more at rickenfinancial.com.
I'm with Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. And Mark, why is it so important for you to be a local law firm?
Well, being local means more than just advertising here, more than just a billboard on the highway. It means showing up here. It means supporting local events and local charities.
But why is local so important?
It's important because we know the law, we know the judges, we know the roads, and we understand the community.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
You can count on Cantor. Visit cantorinjurylaw.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these limited-time creations bring bold flavors in every bite. Discover new sushi rolls, steak tataki, and lobster and prawn fried rice inspired by one of the world's most exciting food destinations. Cruise through Tokyo, one roll at a time aboard our sushi boat, with wave after sushi wave of unforgettable taste. Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Your journey to Tokyo starts here.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back. 353 DGS and KMOX. Let's play a couple of pieces of audio here. Let's start with number 3. This is Congressman Nels, who we played earlier this week. Do you remember what that one was?
Was he the one who wanted to put the sheet over the
That's
Statue
it.
of
the Statue of
And
Liberty
then,
thing.
and then I commented about, is this the lobster thing? Where he
Yes.
says, yes. This is what I was like, is this the same guy? Yeah.
Yes, this one, he is schooling Americans on how they should be eating lobster and ribeyes this weekend.
Real quick, how do House Republicans make the case that you're fighting for affordability when you go back to your districts?
Affordability? What are you talking about?
Well, affordability is the big...
I'm going to go there tomorrow. Over the 4th. I'm going to get me a couple big lobster tails. I'm going to get me some nice ribeyes.
You think the 60% of Americans who are living paycheck to paycheck can afford lobster tails and ribeyes and all of that?
Maybe not. Maybe the 60% of America don't work as hard as I do either.
Thanks, a-hole.
Nothing screams I'm in touch with the rest of the world like saying you should all go get lobsters and ribeyes.
Or work harder.
Work harder. Work harder than these. Oh, boy, I almost swore.
You did.
Wow, that almost came out.
Weren't they leaving for their vacation as he was
Yes.
walking
Yeah,
out?
they cut their work week 4 days short because they're like, well, Holidays coming. We already and they already did this the last time around too. They always just bag it early. They work like 9 days a month.
Let's play one more.
Troy Nels can kiss my ass.
Quick little piece of audio. Donald Trump has figured out how they have an algae problem.
Works beautifully. It's a beautiful. We got rid of the algae, which they put in. They put in algae. Who the hell put in algae?
Nobody put in algae, you dumbass.
A couple of people with signs. Protect the algae. Can you believe this? This world has gone crazy.
He's like, can you believe it?
Well, he ain't wrong about that last part.
He's so dumb.
Did you know he just found out that Eisenhower's a general? Anytime he says most people don't know, it's usually something
He
that
means
he
I just found out.
out.
It means I just found out,
Yeah,
right?
he just found out that Eisenhower is a general. Congrats, everybody. Happy 250.
Hey, they put the algae in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you guys about my friend John Moriarty at E3 Wealth. You know the deal. John is a financial guy, and he's happy to do your finances, even if you're just a normie like me who works a job and gets a W-2. But his real passion, his real bailiwick, is he loves to do financial planning and business coaching for people who own businesses and who have entrepreneurships. I've owned businesses. I wouldn't call myself an entrepreneur. I guess with Foxpaw, I guess I was. But I learned that, one, it's way more complicated, super, super complicated. But the fact that it is complicated means that you can do more things. Not cheaty way, just, ethically avoiding taxes and, whether you're trying to build your business and take it to the next level or you have leveled